Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Pick Your Spot podcast. We have Rita, Malik, and Queso. In today's episode, we will rank the top 30 centers. We're gonna do the on the spot segment again, and we're gonna just have a little tier list of the most watchable teams in the NBA in our opinion. How are y'all doing today? Other than Malik, how you doing, Queso?
Terrible.
Yeah, bro.
Patriots 4 fumbles. Eagles cheated again. They're only good to touch push 100 yards. I don't know. Doing terrible today. How about yourself? You got a Ravens jersey. Never mind. How you doing today, Leak?
Oh, great. Oh, great. Jordan Davis. Easy. We love to see it. That boy was moving.
2 times though.
Moving. Yeah,
I'm not rooting for Atlanta sports no more, except for the Atlanta Hawks. I can't support none of that shit. The Atlanta Dream. I'm not even a Dream fan. They lost in the playoffs. Should have not lost. The Falcons just lost by 30 to the Panthers.
30?
30. 30. Michael Penix, 2 interceptions. That's my savior. Parker Robo. We kicked cool off the team. Parker Robo. How many field goals he missed? 2. Just,
You went over 2?
We did over 2. We kicked cool out for that. I mean, cool was shit.
I know he was smiling. I know he's
that boy.
teasing.
Oh my god! All right, this is the last ranking video that we're doing today for the off season. I was thinking we should probably bring one back for like mid season power rankings or whatever. But for positioning, this is the last positioning video. Did y'all enjoy this one? Making this list or nah?
It was smooth. It's gonna be some nasty arguments in it.
I feel like I like this list a lot. My first version of it was okay, but I think this version is a lot better.
You know what I realized when I was like, we probably should have started every ranking video just saying our criteria, like not our particular criteria, but just the criteria of the list, because like there is some projecting into the list a little bit, and there's still reflecting on what they did in the past season and the last 2-3 seasons, or what they think they're gonna do this season. But this is gonna be the most subjective list for sure. It's a center list. It's really what you feel and what you like. But you still need a good reasoning. I promise to God, you still need a good reasoning. All right, let's get into it. At 30, I have Claire Ware. At 29, I have Goga Batadze. At 28, I have Mitchell Robinson. At 27, I have Nikola Vucevic. At 26, I have Mark Williams. All right, very simple. Let's talk about the most important, not the most important, but the most biggest name on the list so far, Vucevic. I don't want Vucevic on my team if I am a NBA team that's going into the playoffs. I like Vucevic a lot as a player. Like of what he does, he'll score the ball, get you about 18 points. He'll get you 10 rebounds, but defensively, he is fucking atrocious. He does not guard the paint well. He shot, I believe, his best career season from 3 last season, but it was off a low volume. My thing, and this is how I feel about a lot of centers or a lot of big men, I cannot call you a floor spacer until I see it with volume. If you shoot 2 threes a game, that's not a floor spacer to me. Yeah, like you can hit the shot, but like no one's like closing out as hard because you're on low volume and stuff. Like if you can hit it, that's nice, but respect to him. Claire Ware, young center. Goga Batadze, I actually like Goga. I think he's the best center on the Magic. He doesn't start for them, but because they have Wendell Carter Jr., which I hate, which they think is a floor spacer. He's not. I like Goga. Every time, yeah, I hate Wendell Carter Jr. Every time, I was about to get off of basketball. I really do. I remember he's dating Angel Reese.
Yeah, that's why I hate him.
Oh, I hate him too. But in all seriousness, though, like he's a great rebounder, plays good defense. I watched some Goga film. I watched like maybe a couple of games back. He's really good in the passing lane. He averages a lot of deflections a game as well. It was like top percentage of the league. And Mark Williams, I like Mark Williams. It's kind of boggles me how bad of a rim defender he is. He's always been a bad rim defender. I actually went back to his like draft weaknesses and stuff like that. Like the biggest thing that was on the list was defensive awareness. When he has like one of the biggest standing reaches in the league, the advanced stats don't show it. I watched some game back. people go up on him. I don't get it. But offensively, like in the post, his touch at the rim is absolutely amazing. Like we saw some 20-point games out of Mark. He's a great rebounder, gets 10 rebounds. But because of how bad he is defensively as a rim interior, I can't. He couldn't be higher on my list, and he's injury prone. I'm hoping this season with Devin Booker's goes well for him, but until I see that, I can't really trust him. Go straight to Malik then.
All right, so for me, I got Goga at 30, Valanciunas at 29, Steven Adams at 28, DeAndre Ayton at 27, Al Horford at 26. I got Goga. I mean, I ain't really watched too much of him, but I know that he's good defensive, great defensively. What he averaged 3.5 blocks, 4 deflections. He wasn't necessarily net positive on offense, but I mean, it's not like he was terrible at the same time. He was a good rebounder. Yeah. So, all right, then with Valanciunas, he's not great defensively. He's lack off a lot. He got 28.7% of the defensive rebounds for his team, which I mean, Valanciunas is always seen as a rebounder. He could pass for his size, but he's not seen as like a big that does that often. He doesn't space the floor. It's not much that he could do from that. And I mean, I don't really Valanciunas like his better days are obviously behind him. I think he was his best for me personally from what I was watching when he was on the Pelicans because I felt like he fit well with that team. But now, yeah, I wouldn't want Valanciunas on my team at his age and yeah, no. Steven Adams, I know recently he had a couple injuries. I still a force when it comes to the pick and roll game. Um, he doesn't really offer you much on offense or defense for that matter. He doesn't foul a lot, so that's positive for him. Then I got Aiden, 27. With Aiden, I got him just low because
Just talk to you. Say it.
he getting drafted as the number 1 overall pick, you'd expect a lot more out of him, but there isn't much that he got. Obviously, he played in Portland. They don't really compete for anything. So, I mean, I do have high hopes for him this season with the Lakers because I know that Luka is someone who could help centers be better than they look. But, yeah, I'm not – defensively, he's not great. He averaged, 1.6 blocks. I mean, he grabs rebounds. He 24%, but then sometimes it's like he takes time or he takes the day off or he just doesn't play as hard, which is like you're this big, you're the number 1 overall pick from your respective class. Like, do something, show us something, expand your game, something. His mid range is decent, but yeah, I just expected a lot more from DeAndre Ayton, and I still do. Al Horford, age is getting up there. He still competes. Of course, I love Al. He helped my Celtics win a championship, but yeah, I mean, age is just getting up there. So that's why I got him at 26.
The only thing I would say about your list, you said about Steven Adams. I think Steven Adams does contribute offensively only because the only thing he does offensively, his offensive rebounds are literally like I don't know the best offensive rebounds in the league. Well, I know the stat of who grabbed the most, but like he in the playoffs, what he did for Houston was crazy. So I feel like I'll give him a plus, but he's not on my list. But like I wanted to put him on my list because I like Steven Adams. Like if somewhere he would have been like 30, I would put him like 30. And about DeAndre Ayton, Ayton, I wanted to like. Aiden's such a talent. He's so talented, bro. He's so talented, but he's like the laziest human in the league, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys, I know Malik, you see they watch Portland games like that. Aiden does not set screen, even in Phoenix, he does not set good screens, bro. Like, literally, like he sets the most laziest screens. I think there's a meme of him just standing there like this. Like, just trying to set a screen for somebody. He does not set. I know that's just a meme, but like that's naturally what he does. He does not set good screens, stuff like that. But Luka's gonna carry him. Luka's gonna carry him for sure. And hopefully we see his potential come back.
30 we got Ware. 29 we got Walker Kessler. 28 we got OO. 27 we got Alex Sarr. 26 we got Jalen Duren. Well, y'all didn't put Alex Sarr on y'all list.
No, he did not make my list.
The future DPOY. He
Yeah,
got
like
1 through 5.
yeah, like future in like 4 or 5 years.
I like 2 years.
No.
But this, so I had a lot of fun with the 15 and up. These guys right here are like mainly they do all the dirty work. So Khalil Ware, him, I love him. I thought I had him winning Rookie of the Year, but obviously Eric Spoden let him play a lot. Can shoot the 3 ball, can play defense, has to get better. Walker Kessler, he's a funny guy, shoots 22% from the 3 ball. He saw like 8 threes one game, missed every one of them. He's with the Jazz. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he's pretty solid defensively, can protect the rim at a high level. I thought OO was better defensively. He's actually kind of bad defensively. I still like him on some of the bigger like Giannis's or maybe Embiid with some back of the line help. But he has to improve his 3-point shooting, his efficiency. He's also, I want him to go back to when he was with Chino Hills, and obviously that was high school, but the way he was able to protect the rim, he didn't be able to do that more with the Atlanta Hawks. Obviously, he don't have to with KP there, but I expected him to be a better rim protector. Alex Sarr kind of spoke on him. He was playing with a very bad Wizards team. He was pretty solid defensively. He could control the rim, one of the best shot blocking and rim protectors in the league. He just shot terribly from every part of the floor. He has to do better with that. I think he will become better with that. But the future is bright for him. Jalen Duren, his feet slower than mine and my Dukes put together. He can't stay in front of nobody, and then he leads with his arm, so he gets a lot of fouls. Like, this is not about betting. I bet on him maybe 10 times last year. He was probably only played 20 minutes due to foul trouble. I guarantee you he will foul out. But one thing about him is he gonna dog out some rebounds. He'll put you in the rim. So respect to Jalen Duren for that. Jalen Duren should really be top 15 if he didn't foul.
Ignore what I said with Hachimura, Isaac, and Episode. I fucked up my list. I fucked up the editing, so everyone ignore that if you're watching. You hold a lot of people I like, bro. You hold a lot of people I like.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, right here.
We'll
get
to it when you get there, but
okay.
I already know one person. Because you're gonna have your weekly bias.
No, let's just speak on Yucca now, because like he's about to be up next for me.
Okay.
I don't think Onyeka, like, I don't think you said you want him to be better. I don't think Onyeka will ever be a good rim protector, like as in like the top of the people in the league. He's 6'8", 6'9", not a long wingspan. I think Onyeka, and I saw the advanced stats too. I looked, I was like, ooh, but like to be honest, when I kind of take the advanced stats, it's probably because I just watch Hawks games more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's a good defender, as in not as a rim blocker, as a switch.
Yeah,
like how Bam is and stuff like that. Like Bam's not a good. A lot of people mistaken think Bam's a good rim blocker or at the rim as well. Like I think Onyeka has a switchable big. There was a lot of times Onyeka last year he didn't even guard the centers in some games. Like when we played the Magic, he doesn't guard Wendell Carter Jr. He starts the game off guarding Ben Kara. It's actually great.
He did that a few times against Tatum too. He got worked, but he has
he just worked against Tatum.
But that's why I have him at 28 and not on my list because of those reasons. But I thought he shot way better from 3 last year. For some reason, I thought he was like 37, 36%. He shot terrible from 34, 32, something like around there.
Yeah, start of the season was really bad. The last 30 games, he shot about 35% off of like 4 times, 3.8.
He was terrible from the 3 ball. He's not protecting the rim at what I think he should be. He's a switchable big, but I think he has a bright future ahead of him, but he has to be more efficient and be able to space the floor at 6'9". We need you to be able to knock down threes at 6'9". If not, you got to at least protect the rim. That's why I have him at 28 because he's like in the middle of, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at him at like 27 or 26, honestly.
I think his archetype could be not right now because his shot is very far from Al Horford. But that's where like most of those smaller bigs like try to be. And like at the start of the season was bad, but it was getting better throughout. And like I said, the last 30 games, 20 games, he shot about 35, 36%.
Right.
And it was going up. So that's all you as a big. And then I think in the passing game, he's amazing. It's not anything like
I'm not really
as a
too big
DH.
on Patterson.
His cutting, his passing hubs, like he showed like a lot of DHOs and stuff like that. I'm gonna speak on the other person later because you hold some insane.
talk-
Okay.
Kessler?
I'm talking about yes, Kessler.
Oh,
Kessler.
please.
Kessler. Yeah. I'm wait. All right, go ahead.
Excuse me. So 25, we got Nikola. 24, we got Mitch Robb. 23, we got Lively. 22, we got Claxton. 21, we got Mark Williams. So to speak on Kessler real quick, the reason why I do have him so low because he is a very good rim protector, but I feel like he doesn't do nothing better than Lively, Claxton, Mitch Robinson. Reason saying Walker Kessler cannot get out on a perimeter and guard. I trust. So when we do the criteria, like you said, we wish we would have did it. My criteria for bigs, I want them to play some sort of defense. You're the back of the line. You're most likely protecting the rim. When they get past that guard, they're looking at you. If you have to switch, you got to be able to switch. You got to play heads. You got to be able to switch. You got a hard head, soft heads, everything, drop coverage. So that's why Walker Kessler was so low because outside of protecting the rim, I don't love him anywhere else. But Lively, I do love him on a switch. I do love him passing out of short rows. Claxton, I do love him on a switch. Mark Williams can affect the game offensively and on the glass. He isn't the best rim protector, like you said, which he should be, but he showed signs. I think when you have him on a team with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, but nobody is staying healthy, it's hard for you to really work down low. Now he's on a team with D-Book and Jalen Green, and if those guys stay healthy, he's going to be able to have a lot better looks with those guys that shoot that well because they're going to have to double Devin Booker. Nobody's going to double LaMelo Ball because he's going to shoot regardless. You want him to shoot, but you don't want D-Book to shoot because he's so efficient. So the dump downs are going to be free. I think he's going to excel this year. Mr. Robinson, elite at every part of the game defensively. It was crazy that every time he touched the floor, we literally had I think it was kind of dumb after the first 2 games, but we had to hack him because he was so elite defensively. Like he can play in the paint and then get out to the corner and contest shots. So respect to him. Vucevic, sucks. Not a winning player. He's a knockdown shooter, knockdown midi shooter. I love him as a shooter, but it's like you're the center. You're not a power forward. Play some defense. You're basically Cat, but minus the 3-ball efficiency. Simple. You don't play no defense. You don't protect the rim. It's like you pass decently. Respect you for that. But Pat Bev was getting on you that playoff, I believe, or the play in because you play no defense. And I just can't respect you. Lively, a dog, Claxton can get out on a switch, but that's why I got them there. Kessler is not switching on nobody. I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like you're hoeing like with the Kessler shit. Like, first of all, I think Kessler's a better rebounder than like all these people. I think that's another thing. Like, I hate a big.
You're not better than Mark Williams at rebounder.
Debatable. It's a defensive rebounds, no, but I think offensive rebound. I think Kessler is on point. I mean, Kessler led the league in offensive rebounds at 4.1. It wasn't close.
This is my thing with Kessler. I know he's on the Jazz, so he's not going to get as many offensive looks, quote unquote. But when it comes to offensively, he's nowhere near. I wouldn't want him over none of these guys offensively, first off. Second off, passing ability, I wouldn't want him over Claxton, over Lively, over Vucevic at all. Defensively, Mitchell Robinson can get on a perimeter. Lively can, Claxton can, Mark Williams can't, but he does so much offensively, which puts him above.
But Robinson's only 17 minutes a night. Well, like he can only play about 20 minutes a night. And they're all injury prone. And they're all injury prone.
Yeah, but
actually everyone on this list except for nah, I have to.
But that's why they so low though. Walker Kessler, I want to see another side of the game for you outside of protect. That's why Rudy Gobert, I don't even know where I put him at, but he should be down here with them. I need to see more from you. Yes.
I don't know, bro. From my center, like how much am I really expecting from you offensively outside of offensive rebounding, maybe putbacks and like being in a dunk?
I feel like there's different type of centers. I feel like the pick and roll centers and stuff like that. And Walker Kessler, even off the short roll, he made some passes. Like, and then like offensively, there's some centers that's all you're gonna do, and that's all they kind of need you to do and stuff like that. And then defensively, like there's some centers that are just super big. They can't switch. They're not gonna be the best switchable people. But if you could play drop coverage and still deter shots at the rim, get to the rim, stuff like that, it's fine. It's fine with me. I don't think every center needs to be the most switchable center and guard perimeter stuff like that. Because it's if when you're 7'3", 250, 260, I'm not expecting you.
But you don't see that's the thing. You don't need to do that. But that's when it comes into separation. When we talk about tier lists or lists like we're doing, what separates you from the next big? A lot of these bigs that you're going to see on my list are going to be able to play in every type of defense on unless they're really good offensively. Like Claxton can play in multiple defenses. He can play a zone, a 3-2, a 2-3. He can play a man. He can switch. He can zone switch. He can do whatever. I don't see Rudy Gobert is stuck in one or two positions. That's why he gets benched almost every playoffs because of that reason. That's why I don't think I don't think he gonna make it to win it because I'm gonna kill you in a pick and roll every time. You can't switch. He had 1-2 good games against Luka when they did. Outside of that, they only won because Naz Reid. But I ain't gonna go too on that. We'll talk about it again when he pull up on yours.
All right, so I got Lively at 25. I got Mark Williams at 24. I got Mitchell Robinson at 23. Khalil Ware at 22. And Okongwu at 21. Lively, Khalil.
Marlon where? He's
Miami.
high. So high. But go ahead.
He's high off of potential. All right, but Lively, great defensively. He average 3.3 blocks, 3 deflections.
Right.
I think that's per 38. Yeah.
It's per 35 on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I feel like with him playing next to AD and both of them being healthy, having the whole offseason together, he's gonna be a lot better to be a floater because you could have AD back in that rim protector spot and then have him floating around because, like you were saying, he could guard the perimeter and everything like that. He could move his feet. He's good with that. So I like Lively. I feel like for him being in like the dunker spot and then like he actually does make a lot of good passes off of like pick and rolls and stuff like that. From what I've seen from the 2024 NBA Finals when they played the Celtics. So like for that, I do like Lively. I feel like he still has room to grow, obviously because he's still young, and he can be a whole lot better. So I mean, I do like Lively, but his injury last year, I kind of docked him for that. Uh, I probably should have had Mitchell Robinson under him just because of the injury, but Mitchell Robinson, he's so good defensively that like he actually won them some playoff games this past playoffs. Like he averaged 3.2 blocks, 6 deflections. His opponents are shooting like 4% worse when he's guarding them just anywhere on the court, and then they're actually doing a little bit better with him by the rim, but not many people are sitting there trying him at the rim. So, I mean, I like Mitchell Robinson. He doesn't have much of an offensive game but he's not really I'm not really expecting him to because once again, like with certain play styles for centers, I just need you to rebound, to set this pick, set a roll. I'm not looking for you to catch and then find somebody on the perimeter.
I think he is solid as a lob threat. Brunson didn't really start throwing that until the end of the year. Like every day they've been together, he's never been throwing that lob to Robinson until. But I think he's pretty decent there though.
Yeah, he's a good lob threat.
Yeah.
Brunson isn't the best
Passer.
he's not the best at looking for those. I'll tell you that.
Do you feel like it's a trust thing with that though?
I think he's looking for the shot.
Yeah, I think he's just looking for a shot. It's more of a system thing. Like Tibbs just told him to go, like fuck everyone else, and so yeah. And then how much Mitchell Robinson have we seen in the regular season? Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
It was well.
last 2-3 years, like he's been hurt, and then it's kind of unfortunate. B fucked up his ankle. B fucked up his ankle going into this year last playoffs. So yeah, it sat him out for a while as well. But he'd be hurt, so I don't know.
I got.
Oh shit! I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to do Ware first. I just want to do Ware, and then there we
Go
go.
ahead.
Ware, I like Ware, man. Like off of potential, off of like he's playing in Miami. Obviously they're playing a system where it's like you grind it out, you play tough, and then like you'll find some type of opportunity there. With Ware, what he had 2.5 blocks, 2.5 deflections. Opponents were shooting 2% worse around the rim. They were shooting a whole point different or a whole percentage difference, just him being on the court in general. He shot 31.5% from 3 off of 4 attempts. And like I think he's a great fit next to Bam for Bam to be that type of free safety center or power forward, whatever the case may be. But where I like him, I see him continuing to like improve with his offensive game, moving his feet defensively, and like being in that tough Miami system.
That 2.5 blocks, you're looking at when you look at data baller, they're doing it off of per 75, like there was like more possessions in the game. He only played
Yeah.
22. He averaged 1.1 blocks, but only in 22 minutes. Maybe if he gets around that 30 to 32 minute, he probably gets to 2 blocks because he's a good block. He blocks a good amount of shots.
I think it's what people gotta understand is, or rookies, especially with someone like Spo, it's so hard to really get in your bag because you're on a leash. So
Yeah.
I honestly think Ware should have been averaging 15 and 8 last year. Everybody in my Discord know I was heavy on him. And he had a stretch, I think it was up to like 15 and 10, shooting pretty good. But with Spo, if you play bad 1 or 2 games, you out the game. So it's like he didn't really want to shoot. I seen him pass up a couple 3-pointers, and I think that's the biggest thing with him. I'm not mad at the potential. I wouldn't put him over none of these guys, but in a year or two, I probably would, honestly.
Yeah, I just want to know because I mean we're not there. Spo said like before, like I think a month ago that Kelly Ware needs to take basketball more serious. I don't know what that means. No one knows what that means because we're not there.
Well-
We're not there. But I don't know what Ware's doing like off the court and stuff like that. But hey,
And let me be
Spo gonna be on your ass if you don't show this potential. But
As long as they know what High Quiz is doing.
yeah, I don't know what that shit he fell off. What? Oh my god. At 25, I have Derek Lively. 24, I have Al Horford. 23, I have Aiton. 22, I have Onyeka Okongwu, and 21, I have Jakob Poeltl. Same things about Lively. I think Lively was good off the short roll. I docked him a little because of the injury, and I want to see what type of basketball. Again, when we talk about these positions and how some centers have some type of roles, he's a pick and roll lob threat type of center offensively, pass off the short roll. But when you don't have the point guard, well, they have D'Lo, but when you had Luka, when you have Luka, that's cream of the crop. That's 1% of the best point guards that will throw lobs to you and stuff like that. I just want to see how his game looks now. Without Luka, we didn't get to see much of it because the injury and stuff like that. He didn't play much after the Luka trade. Al Horford, still dog. He'll do good. He'll do good for the Warriors this season. Just a little older, or he would be higher on my list. I like Al. Aiden, I said it a little bit for Malik. I'm not an Aiden fan. I think the lazy screens, really good rebounder, good touch around the rim, stuff like that. But until I see like he doesn't block shots at the rim. And you don't really have to block shots. A lot of people think you have to have high block numbers. You have to deter shots at the rim. He doesn't really even do that well. He fouls a lot. He just needs to be smarter. And the screening is atrocious. Onyeka, I like Onyeka as like a passing hub, switchable type center. Halfway through the last 30 games of the season, he averaged 15 points, 10 rebounds, 35% off the 3 to 4. He needs to get to like 4 or 5 threes a game to be like a quote unquote true spacer, and he needs to shoot it at like a 35, 36 clip. Doesn't need to ever get to like a 38, 39. But if he shoots off 35, 36, stuff like that. And I'm very, very interested in Onyeka Porzingis lineups this season. Once
That's
I'm really it's gonna be very fire. Definitely Onyeka keeps on growing the shooting, which I've seen in the offseason. He's been working on that 3. Keep on working on that 3 and just be that spacing, switchable type center with Porzingis, and you could just roll. You have Porzingis in the roamer sometimes playing the weak side blocks. Be amazing. And Pirtle, oh, I love Jakob Pirtle. I think Jakob Pirtle, he's always good wherever he goes. Like on the Spurs, he was good for the Raptors. I think the Raptors paid him too much money. They gave him a bag this offseason. I don't know why, but I think Jakob Pirtle is a really good player. Very interested how this Raptors team looks like this season and stuff like that. And I didn't even speak on Mitchell Robinson when it's my turn, but y'all said everything good, so I'm not even gonna go back. I just want him to be a little bit more healthy and stuff like that. But he's elite when he plays. Um, but yeah, that's it for this list. I don't know if you have anything to say. To the next one.
Pretty solid.
I got Jalen Duren at 20. I have Nick Claxton at 19. I have Gafford at 18. I have Kessler at 17. I have Naz Reid at 16. Let's just go down the list real quick. Duren, I really want to put Duren lower, like where Queso had him. He just looked better throughout the season. Like his defensive numbers didn't show it, but like it just looked better throughout the season. It looked like he was slowly starting to get it. He's never going to be that good of a defender, but if he's a good pass off the short roll, still be elite rebounder, and just keep on growing his offensive game as a rim runner, I'll be okay with it. But kind of wanted to put him like lower, like the 25 to 26 to 24s. Claxton, Claxton's and like I swear, if you can like save someone out the hood that we call Brooklyn, like he's one of them guys that needs to be saved. I swear to God. Claxton in 2023, when he was playing with KD, Kyrie, all that, I thought Claxton was going to be one of the ones. It has went down. But I don't really have much to blame. I can't really blame him too much. Doesn't really have a point guard to really set him up and pick a role. Good switchable big, stuff like that. The defensive playmaking, he's very smart defensively on like what he was going to do. I wish he was a better rebounder. That's very important for me with bigs. Like you have like no, you don't have to be an elite rebound, but you have to be a really good one. I think he's all right. That's my biggest problem. He's like 6'9", 6'10", a little length. He's getting stronger every single year though. Gafford, probably one of the best play finishers in the league. He almost broke Wilt's record. Like that's how like when you almost break a record of Wilt Chamberlain, you're doing something right. He made 33 field goals made in a row this season at one point in the season. Good offensive rebounder. He blocked shots. Yeah, I just like Gafford. I think I like Gafford a little bit more than Lively, but I think Lively's potential is way high. But as like what Gafford does, he's just solid. He does everything well. Kessler at 17. I mean, we just spoke about a little. I think Kessler is literally like Rudy Gobert type of situation. And like I feel like a lot of people kind of hoe Rudy. I really do feel like a lot of people hoe Rudy. I'm not the biggest Rudy guy. I hate Rudy. I hate Rudy offensive game. He has bricks for hands, literally ice cubes for hands. He literally can't catch shit. The shit is fucking disgusting. I will defend the playing off the court sometimes on the playoffs. He does get taken off the court, but in the Timberwolves, but like in Utah, I feel like that's a whole different situation. They had no good fucking defenders around him. This situation, he's getting played off the court a little bit just for like because of like you like what Naz Reid brings offensively at times, but the defensive drop off is really bad from Naz. Like I don't think Naz is a good defender at all. Like at the rim, he's not a good defender, and spacing, he's all right. He's all right, but like, and then my biggest problem with Naz Reid is inconsistency. Like he's a really good 3-point shooter, one of the best floor spacing 3-point shooters. It just this is 2 playoffs in a row. 2 playoffs in a row that you shot like OKC, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. I feel like what I could have done on the court and what Naz Reid could have done on the court was the exact same thing. Absolutely fucking nothing. And that was my only problem with Naz Reid. Like and then he's kind of more of a 4 than a 5. It's like he's like a tweener. Like that's my but like he I think his best position is the 5. That's why we have him on this list. But because when he's at the 5 and he's playing against these like imagine if Gobert was on the other court and they had it like and Gobert had a guard Naz Reid. Like Naz Reid is taking him off the dribble. Like he's doing all that. Like I like that. I like that Naz Reid can space the floor and he can bring different stuff to offenses. When Naz Reid was on the court, like the Timberwolves offense jumped up to like offensive rating jumped up to like 126. But defensively, they were at a 125, and that would be as bad as the Hornets defense when he's on the court. And they went to this lineup a lot, and the defense always dropped with Randall and Naz Reid at the helm and stuff like that. So that's my biggest grief about Naz Reid. The rant's over. All right, Malik.
All right, so I got Duren at 20. I got Hartenstein at 19. I got Jakob at 18. I got Kessler at 17, and I got Vooch at 16. Duren, great rebounder. Always going to take his over when it's at like 12.5, but I don't defensively, it's like he's so stiff, it makes no sense. Like, you should be able to, I feel like he's not bulky enough to be that stiff. Like his frame should allow him to rotate around and be more athletic defensively. I just feel like he's not as athletic as he needs to be. And I mean, like you said, he'll put you in the rim and he'll block your shot and everything like that. But like outside of that, he's not offering anything else defensively from what I see. So I mean, I like Duren for his rebounds, but that's probably about it. And I mean, similar with Hartenstein. Hartenstein, he'll give you a little bit more offensively, but I like him a little bit more defensively. His rebounds, I like it as well. Not necessarily well-known rim protector, but he can protect the rim at a good rate. Jakob, I feel like you say, in any situation that he's been in, he's been good to great. But I feel like they need to give him, I don't know, I guess more of the offense, because I feel like he's a nice facilitator. He can facilitate well. Yeah, he plays good defense. He rebounds the ball. Like, I just wish that Toronto would use him a little bit more and not lean so much on Scotty all the time. Because I feel like he not necessarily is a game changer, but he can help them do a little bit more offensive. Because when you put Scotty and he got these two people on him and everything like that, you know, he gets flustered and everything like that. So I'm not saying that Jakob won't, but you're not putting two people on Jakob Poeltl. Like, that's just, we don't need that. Walker Kessler, great defensively, great rebounding. The dunker spot right there. I'm not expecting him to grow his 3-point game, but like you said, he shot 8 of them, missed every single one of them.
I don't know why he did that game. I don't even know why he did it. I don't even know why he did it, bro.
Yeah, that personally, to me, that makes no sense. I guess he was just trying shit, but yeah, as long as he never does that again, he cool with me. And then, I mean, he brought to a lot of the team misses off of rebounding. So I mean, I like that for him. But I don't know. Like, I mean, a contender could obviously use him for his rebounding and his defense, but I don't know. I mean, continue playing free in Utah, man. Like, try to grow your game. And Vooch, obviously digressing, not as elite, or not. Let me not say elite, but not as great as he was back when he was with the Magic. Once he got traded to the Bulls, I kind of, expected a little bit more from him, playing with Levine, playing with DeRozan, playing with Alonzo, but like, he just hasn't gotten any better. So, I mean, Vooch is cool. I like him. But, yeah, defensively, he's trash. I mean, he can shoot the 3-ball for sure. But, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, Vooch is cool now. Just,
I hate you.
there's not much I can say about him, because, I mean, like, he can pass the ball. he could pass the ball, he could shoot the 3 ball, but like defensively, I'm not expecting anything from him. And then like I should be because you're my center. Like you're the missing piece in the middle. Like I need that, and I'm not getting that from you.
Exactly my point. I feel like if this is why, and that's why I called Naz Reid a little bit. Like if you're R5 and you cannot guard the rim, I, I or unless your offensive game is something amazing, like Jokic with the passing and passing chops and all that, I cannot put you high on the list. I just can't. I literally cannot. And my thing is, you hold Hardenstein crazy, great.
I
Hardenstein is a
probably
great.
did, but
I feel like
go ahead.
he's a good passer off the short roll. He has his little weird push shot that almost for some reason always goes in. I don't get it. Like it always goes in. It looks
It was
ugly.
terrible
But it
in
always
the
goes in.
finals, though.
Yeah, he wasn't that great in the finals. But like to be honest with me, like I think he was good throughout the other series. Like he was all right. Like and Hardenstein even last year with the Knicks, he was like good throughout the playoffs. Other than like I guess the Patriots series, which probably was the best for him because Hallie was literally killing any big that played drop coverage. He was killing every single bit except for one. I'll talk about it later. But like he was literally killing every single bit. So I don't know why. Um, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Shout out to Preto though. I hope they do use him a little bit more in like DHO apps, like DHO actions and all that.
20, we got Jacob. 19, we got Rudy. 18, we got Al Horford. 17, we got Hardenstein. 16, we got Jared Allen. My boy Jacob, one of the best finishers in the league around the rim. I think I want to say a restricted area is probably one of the best in the last 10 years. I remember
Wait, why are you saying his name like he American?
my boy Jacob. He tough though. I want to say like Lee. I don't know if you remember. He must have dropped like 30 and 20 on us like early in the season and straight killed us. I like him. Defensively, he's decent too. I like him. Rudy Gobert. I'm a guy who goes a lot off of eye tests. I'm just starting to get into some of the metrics and advanced stats, but I know what I'm seeing. Rudy Gobert, he can't get on the perimeter. He can't guard me on the perimeter. He can't guard nobody on this podcast on the perimeter.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
No. He's guarding NBA players on the perimeter, bro.
He not guarding me.
I'm gonna show you clips.
I can show you clips of Trae Young playing defense. He still ain't guarding me either, though.
He's guarding Luka.
Them 5 possessions where he with the and all of them was open. Luka played bad at the series. It's like, for example, if I'm playing defense on you and you're getting wide open a shot that you made 90% of the time and you're just straight up missing it, that's not good defense. That's not good defense at all. I mean, you getting lucky. Like I remember, I think in the game in the first round, he was guarding him just like the other series when they lost and he gamed him. He was wide open and missed. Luka had a bad series, shooting wise, I believe. If I could be mistaken, but he had a bad 3-point shooting or something like that. But Rudy Gobert, he protect the rim, a live threat, can't catch the ball. Offensively, I mean, he's one-dimensional offensively. He's not going to attack you or kill your big. He gets killed by all of the best bigs in the league. Like there's a reason that every time Joel Embiid, Jokic, Cat, not Cat, but all these guys go against him, they kill him every time. I mean, he's a defensive. Y'all want to call him the best defensive player of the year? All this, he blocks shots, yes, but he's not guarding Mike, the best defender. I love Jokic against him. There's a reason Naz Reid had to switch. Al Horford, a demon. He a dog. He 40 years old, guarding the 1 through the 5. He's checking Darius Garland. He's checking Donovan Mitchell. Look up the stats.
That's why he killed them. They killed Celtics to the.
Oh, listen.
He's guarding like bigger guards.
Not bigger guards, yes, but I'm saying when I'm talking about any big man versus Darius Garland, is not going to be able to get the stops or put the pressure on Darius Garland like Al Horford did. That's what I'm saying. Not elite, but he's getting more stops than even probably half of the people on his list. 3-point shooting has gotten worse over the last year, but he was elite 3-point shooter. He's a good passer. He's just everything that you need. He can finish around the rim. He'll post up when you need him to. Hardenstein, just a dog offensively on a glass. He like you said, we had a floater. We already touched on him. I ain't gonna do too much on him, but he is a lead workhorse. He gonna go get the rebounds for you. He set good screens. He'll roll hard for you. He'll pass out of there. Jared Allen, another just center who gonna do what he need to do. I like him as one of the best, not best, but better offensive threats. When it comes to catching lobs, excuse me. Defensively, he's still good. He'll get on the glass with you. He is pretty soft, in my opinion, when it comes to also guarding the bigger dudes or best centers in the league. But he's a prototype center. You want him on your team. You like if you want a center that you don't gotta pay too much, but that's gonna get the job done, you want Jared Allen. So that's the reason he's 16th on my list. Anything? Any problem with this list?
You ho Gobert, but like we've already like touched on it. Like
The world knows. The
I
world
feel
knows.
like I get it. Defensively, when he gets to the perimeter, he's bad. But like
Not
a lot of like I feel like you're hoeing him because a lot of these centers when you get to the perimeter, but Jared Allen when he gets to the perimeter, he was getting killed by Halliburton.
look, not even that.
Wait, what does Gobert do better than what does Allen do?
I'm gonna tell you.
Better than Gobert.
But first, Jared Allen can play in more defensive schemes than Rudy Gobert can. Rudy Gobert can play in the 2-3, and Rudy Gobert can play in the drop coverage. He can't play in no other defensive scheme, and that's why he's been
What other scheme could Jared Allen play in?
Jared Allen could play in a 3-2. He could play in a 1-2-1. He could play in a zone switch. Is he going to be? Is he going to be a super elite at all of them? No, but you can play him in those positions, and he can do what he has to do. You play the difference is you put Rudy Gobert in these positions, it's going to be a liability. When you put Allen in these positions, they're not going to say, "Yo, attack Allen on a switch," or on a zone switch. They're not going to say that. And on a zone switch, they better not. But when you talk about Rudy Gobert, they did not do that in the playoffs. When they played the
Pacers,
I forget, not the Pacers, the second round. Who they played?
They played the Pacers in the second round.
Who they played the first round? They played
the Heat.
I think the Heat and Hero didn't have nothing for when they did that switch. But in general, when you say defensively for Gobert, you're talking about the rim. You're talking about defensive of the year. Well, I'm thinking defensive player of the year. I'm thinking of Marcus Smart. When he's guarding your best player, he's going to be checked the whole game. 90% of the game, unless you're Stephen Curry. When you talk about defensive player of the year, you're talking about Ben Wallace. He's going to be checking you 90% of the game. When we talk about Gobert, I want Jokic on Gobert.
But that's not defensive player of the year no more, bro. Like it's that's been out the window for a year.
In my opinion, it's just shot blocking. If you can get 4 blocks, you're gonna win DPOY. And if your team is in the top 5, but in general, he's playing with elite defenders around him as well. You're playing with Jaden McDaniels, a pretty good defender. Anthony Edwards, a pretty good defender. Mike Conley, a pretty sturdy defender.
He should.
So
no.
Everybody's funneling into Gobert. I mean, I don't like him because he don't.
But you didn't. But y'all didn't say that in Utah when he was literally still.
I was saying it.
But he didn't have shit defenders, and he had shit defenders in Utah, and he was still leading on the top defenses every year. If you're leading, if we look at the numbers, every time Gobert left the court, and I have numbers because he's about to come up for me. But when Gobert left the court against OKC in the OKC series, literally. They died. Literally died. Chet literally was whooping them.
I'm gonna talk about it when it comes to Naz Reid, when I go to Naz Reid. But in my opinion, the on-off stats is beautiful. It's a good thing, but we really got to get into the context of it. When you put in my opinion, I don't think Naz Reid is a center. I think he's a power forward. So he cannot protect the rim. Every time Naz Reid got in the game, they went to the rim, which is easy buckets. The reason they went to Naz Reid is because they wanted to score and try to keep up with the other teams. That's the reason why the defense went down. Obviously, but now if they take Rudy Gobert out and say they had Walker Kessler come in, it's going to be the same defense or any type of rim protector. He's not a humongous defensive chain like that. It's because Naz Reid isn't a rim protector. They're switching their whole entire defensive scheme for that 90% of the time.
That's fair.
I hate Gobert. My bad. And he started COVID. What are you doing? My bad. We keep going. I don't know. I understand what y'all say about DeAndre Ayton, but I mean to still give me 15 and 10, give me a block on 56% shooting, on a team that has become better towards the late in the season, but a team didn't have a identity until late in the season. I feel like Ayton is a dog. Even before last year, when he was with the Suns, he's a knockdown midi shooter. You want him. I want to say you want to run an offense through him, but you pass it to him in the mid range, it's knockdown every time. He's a rim. He's a lob threat at the rim every time. He can't protect the rim, but I think when you have decent defenders around him, I think he'll be able to do a little bit better. Trailblazers ain't had no defenders outside of Kamara, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? So he needs this team that he has now, I think, won't be the best defensively, but I think JJ Redick is going to set him up to be that rim protector that they need. Gafford, I mean, he already spoke on him, trying to break Wilt numbers, getting 20 and 20 games, showing he doesn't need Luka Doncic or anybody. Give me the ball, get out the way. He's been dominant. Myers Turner, I think one of those guys who can stretch the floor. I like him. He showed a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger. I didn't love him at all before Hadley, but I loved him in that system. He was able to be. I ain't like him defensively, but offensively, he's a dog. Porzingis, he would be higher if he wasn't injury prone. Average 20 and 10 was the best post up scorer in the league. Not last year, but the year before, I believe. He protected the rim at a high level, which they thought he wasn't going to do. He stayed healthy most of the 2024 season up until the playoffs, and he ended up winning us a game in the playoffs. He had the ability to get out on the switches at 7-4. I like Porzingis. He's a dog. If he ain't catch what he had, I think we would. I know for a fact we would went back to back. Chet, basically Porzingis without the long range for sure. Better defensively, can protect the rim. I don't love him putting the ball on the ground a lot. I think he has to get a faster jump shot to really be efficient. I don't love him at center because he's one of those guys, like you said, when you're able to take the ball, put the ball on the floor as a center, it's very good and elite. But the system that he's playing in allows him to do that. If he played in any other system that wasn't super elite with other superstars around or other young talent who can do what they do, Chet is a power forward in my opinion. Every center dogged him out. And we didn't know last year before Armstrong got there, it was rebounds versus OKC because he's going to give up at least 15 to every center. But that's my list right there.
I'm waiting on Chet.
I think Porzingis is just a little too low, man.
I respect that.
I know
injuries.
Yeah, I know with the injuries, but I don't know, man. Porzingis, he comes in and he can change the game, man.
He can. I think confidence. I really don't think he was sick. Excuse me, God forbid, or excuse me if I'm wrong, but he didn't look confident at all. He looked like he was kind of scared. When he came in, I told you when he came into game 2 of the playoffs, or the finals, or game 1, whatever it was, he didn't have and he came off the bench. He didn't have what's the word? Expectation. So if he went in there and shot 10 threes and missed, he was hurt. Who cares? So that's why he went in there and did what he did. This year, he had an expectation. We expected him to come and do what he did, and he was missing free throw. Like, you're sick and hurt. I can hit those free throws. Why? How? I watched yesterday. He missed free throws for the money, bro. 2 free throws, and that would have put us up against the Knicks. They came back and scored again. He gave us nothing. That's why he's down here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Porzingis. I feel like the Porzingis shit is so weird, bro. They still can't even tell us what type of sickness he had. And he doesn't even know. He can't even explain it. He was just like, I was going through it. He literally played, I think, the worst. He was easily the worst center in the playoffs out of all 16 teams. It was really that bad. And obviously, that's not him. We all know that's not him. He showed it in Eurobasket. He just gave us for his home country, he just dropped 30 and 20. I don't know what exactly it was.
It had to be confidence. I think it's going to be not though.
But I'm happy he got back. But so Aiden, that didn't have any defenders in Portland, and now you expect him to be a good defender on the Lakers with Arthur Luka.
Wait, hold on. We was on Portland pattern. We switched.
I don't care about that. Yeah. You said, and I quote, "Oh, Aiden could JJ system. They could probably make him a good make him good at the rim because he had no defenders in Portland and yada yada." Where's the defenders in the Lakers? A 42-year-old LeBron.
So
Luka Doncic is now moving to
we watch this
see
back.
City.
When we watch this back, let's roll the tape back. I say in the system, I think JJ Redick will put it to where JJ Redick is so smart. We all watched Modern again. We all watched him on the pod. His X's and O's. We see him as a player and as a coach. He knows his weaknesses, and I believe that he will put him in a place to excel defensively behind Luka Doncic. You cannot have two defensive liabilities with Austin Reeves at the helm of your defense and try to put Ayton in so many different positions. Just like Ty Lue did with Zubac, and James Harden and Norman Powell. James Harden and Norman Powell not good defenders, but his system made it to where they look like okay defenders. That's what I think he'll do with DeAndre.
Zubac is so good defensively at the rim too. So like
He
that helps.
is, but
Aiden is just Aiden's doggy. Like he doesn't try, bro. You called him a dog. Like, can we change that word of dog? Not those dog.
No.
I know you're saying offensively. But dog is usually if you use the word dog for defensively, so or like just effort or something. You don't give effort. You don't try. You don't
I could have
try.
Offensively, he's elite. I wouldn't say a dog, but
He's a
I think
loser.
for him in all 2020s with CP3, really, I think Jokic just took his life. He took his soul.
You a CP3 guy. Shout out to CP3 that he really carried this bone. No, he's a great.
But now he's playing with Luka. What you think gonna happen now?
Yeah, CP3 a leader, bro. I don't know if Luka that much of a leader right now to yell at him, bro.
We'll talk about it.
I mean, you the last one with Aiden. We'll talk about it later in the season.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll come back.
All right, 15, I got Naz. 14, I got Miles. 13, I got Jared Allen. 12, I got Zubac. 11, I got Gobert. I like Reid. I mean, he's gonna help you stretch the floor. Like you were saying, he's not somebody defensively that you're expecting to play the center position, or go rim protect, and he's not that elite off it. Like Naz Reid tries to be a point guard in a power forward / Sands body. And it's like, you don't have to do all of that because we have Anthony Edwards. Like, I'm expecting him to handle my ball handling. Like, yeah, you can get off against bigger defenders for sure, but you're not at a consistent level where it's like you're like D Book or so. So it's like, I need more effort from you.
Doing it.
You said he wasn't?
He wasn't giving me enough. It took him until like game 4 for him to come alive and know how to work out of his own. 4th year in the league. I would have set the ball from him too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what we got Julius Randle for too, though. Like, let's give it over to Nas, because Nas, he just gonna put them hoes up. He got a big on them. I know I can get a step on you. I'm not gonna drive it. I'm gonna just step back and I'm gonna shoot that. Like, you're good at a 3-point shot, but like, let's get some quick shots up sometimes.
My problem with Nas is just
all right, catch it, go ahead and shoot. Yeah, like, I mean, you can get the space off of that. Like, I just like, he wants to be a point guard, but like, you don't have the frame to be a point guard. It's like, me personally, that's just what I don't like about it. Because it's like, we don't have to do that. Like, yeah, I mean, you can get off during the season, obviously, but when the possessions are less and we don't have time for those type of errors, because it's not like with you where we got like what they play. Like, even Chet can move his feet. Like, that's why OKC did what they did against him, and he couldn't get off. So it's like, sometimes catch and shoot. Like, I got you in this corner, stay right here, or come set a pick, come cut something, anything else. Like, we can still use you. You can score. Like, let's find other ways to score as well. I got Turner 14. Turner, like you said, like with Halliburton using him more as like a stretch big. Like, I mean, obviously he's always been a stretch big his whole career because he could shoot. But the way he was used with Halliburton, it's like Halliburton definitely made him a lot better than what he used to be. Defensively, like yeah, he's gonna rim protect, but sometimes I feel like he takes plays off as well. You know, he's lazy at times. And offensively, like if he's not on, then it's like he just doesn't care for the game at all. And it's like I can't have that out of my big. I mean, I guess I could see how they play in Milwaukee with him going over there now because Giannis, you can play the four. You know, you're gonna need that space in the middle for him to drive and dunk, and then you know he could be out there as a catch and shoot threat with my homie Kuzma and
Oh shit, player.
yeah, but I don't know, like as far as we'll say the Bucks for another reason, but I mean I like Turner. He's a great 3-point shooter. He's good defensively still, but I feel like I just don't understand what's really gonna happen with him being in. Or I really don't even know why he left Indiana. He shouldn't, but hey, I guess it is what it is with that. Jared Allen, um, I like Jared Allen. He doesn't. No, he doesn't need to offer you no stretch big type of situation because you got Evan Mobley there. You still got Donovan Mitchell and Garland. So I don't need you to do that. Great rim protector. He hustles. He plays hard. I like the way Jared Allen plays. Defenders shoot a lot worse when he's guarded by them or at the rim. I think it's like 8% that it said, 7 or 8%. Zubac, I like Zubac defensively. His rebounding, um, him being in the dunker spot, setting his screens. Like Zubac could easily be going for 20 and 20 at least. Let's say a good 40-45% of the season because he's just that good defensively. Like when it comes to rebounding, and like James Harden's gonna set him up to get that 20 because that's just how James Harden plays. Gobert, I really had him higher. I had him at like 8, but like he just doesn't offer you anything offensively because even with us, like if it's not there for him to just touch the ball and just go on the rim, like he's gonna do some stupid shit where the ball might hit off the rim or you know he might not catch it, it slip out his hands. It's like, how are you this tall and so unathletic and you've been in the league this long and you've won defensive player of the year? Like have you not thought about improving your game at all in any aspect? Get a hook shot, dribble the ball, like or no, I'm not expecting you to dribble the ball, but
Get a hook shot.
something, bro. Like, learn how to catch the ball. Learn how to shimmy. Like something. Give me something, please. Like, we pass it to you too fast. It's like, all right, it slipped out your hand. Like, you just look so goofy when you play. It's like, I really don't understand how Gobert has not improved anything offensively in what, like 13 years or 11. I know it's around that, but it's like you can be so much better than this. Why are you so dog shit on offense?
You sound so sad. You sound disappointed.
Because it's like you're 7'1", 7 foot, 7'2", whatever the case may be. Like, yeah, it's easy for you to just go up and dunk, but give me something, bro. Will Chamberlain was giving everybody everything. Kareem had a hook. Wemby shooting from 3. Porzingis shooting from 3. Like, everybody around you is so much greater than you offensively. What do you do in off season? That's all I got though.
No comment. I was just thinking. He said it all. At 15, I got Miles Turner. At 14, I have Isaiah Hartenstein. At 13, I have Jarrett Allen. At 11, 12, I have Sabonis. At 11, I have Porzingis. Yeah, I don't know why Malik texted me earlier this week. It was like, I hope you better not have Sabonis high. And I feel like I have the lowest high everyone. I fucking hate Sabonis. I fucking hate Sabonis. He's so anyway, I'm so sorry. Miles Turner, I shout out to y'all for liking him. I fucking hate him. I absolutely hate him. If we had to rank like my most hated player in the league, it's probably Miles Turner. I just don't like him. He plays with Legos. Like I forgot what NBA player says it. He plays with Legos. I don't respect him. But if we talking basketball though, I mean his archetype is important. A big that can shoot threes and the level he shoots is really good. He has a good mid range game as well, stuff like that. But I kind of attest to what Malik said he's a good shot blocker, but I don't think he's good at drop and getting back and blocking shots. But the difference is, like I said, you don't have to block every single shot. And when he doesn't block a shot, he's most likely fouling at the rim. He's not like it's something stupid. It's something stupid all the time with him. And then offensively, I feel like again, I liked him with Halliburton, and he should have stayed with the Pacers. I still don't know why. He really should stay with the Pacers. And shame on the Pacers for not giving him. I think he just wanted 1 or 2 more mil. Just give it to him because he plays well with Hallie. Yes, sometimes he needs to come out the game because defensively he doesn't move his feet that well. And like Malik said, when he doesn't, and when his offensive game is not going, it trickles on to his defensive game. It just I don't know why. He just gets worse in all aspects of the game. I hate players that do that shit. But Hardestine, I like Hardestine a lot. Great off the short roll, nice little hook shot. We talked about Hardestine already. Jarrett Allen, just like the perfect, not perfect, but just the good pick and roll big man, just a traditional big man. Like he does everything good. Like in the playoffs, he gets injured at the wrong time. He always shows up the playoffs hurt. And then in 1 year he wasn't hurt. He wasn't good. Like he wasn't good at the rim. He was moving slow. He was making mistakes. He was fouling. So still need a little bit more to prove for him in the playoffs just to be good. But like even but I wanted to shout him out because I remember there was a time where Moley was out. Jarrett Allen started averaging like 4 or 5 assists. It was crazy. Like in the middle of the floor. Yeah, he just unlocked the game, so a portion of the game because he was always good off the short roll, but they started using him as like a passing hub, like kicking off passers, people who cutting, using him in DHOs, and his game like there was a point where it was like, oh shit. I mean, Jarrett Allen's already been an all-star before, but it was like, is he gonna become an all-star again this year? Like he was just like hooping. And then Moley came back, his role went back down, but really good player. Sabonis, let's just talk about Sabonis. Why I have Sabonis here? Why I'm probably the lowest on Sabonis out of everyone here. And I talked about this during my Kings rant and stuff like that. He's a great passer but most of his passes come off of like I've watched a lot of King games. Definitely when they were going crazy and made it to the playoffs and they had like a top offense. I watched a lot of Kings games that year. Most of his passes come off of like DHOs, like dribble handoffs, and just like faking and get to like cutters and stuff like that. He's a great passer up like the short roll and stuff like that. Good post player. My problem with him is like, and I said it at the start. I I really, 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 really find it important for your big to do either be if you're not going to protect the rim, be a switchable big defensively. He's not a switchable big defensively, and he does not protect the rim. If you cannot do those 2 things for me, I personally don't want you on my team. Sabonis is a great player. He's an all-star type of player and stuff like that. But then also offensively, to get him involved, you have to give him the ball a lot. I am not a fan of that type of offense. I don't think that offense leads to conductive winning. I see he wasn't good in the playoffs. That's one playoffs. He played against one of the best teams, not one of the best teams of all time, because that Warriors team was a little fall. They won the playoff. They won the championship that year. But um, he played against Draymond Looney. Like that was a hard matchup for him. Cool. So I'm not gonna hold, but I still saw it. Like it was really bad. Like post scoring, like just straight up post scoring, like back you down type of post scoring, being your main offensive scoring threat in the playoffs isn't good. Um, the type of offenses he runs, I'm not a fan of. And then defensively, I don't think he's that great. So if Sabonis is higher, but he's talented though. He's definitely talented. So that's why I had him higher on this list. I just think everyone else above him, I just like them more defensively, or they're like Karl Anthony Towns that obviously isn't that good of a defender, but is elite at shooting, scoring, taking people off the dribble, yada yada yada. So that's fine. But anyways, now Malik said it. I think we all said Porzingis would be higher on everyone's list. Gobert wouldn't be in my top 10 if Porzingis was healthy, because Gobert would be around here. Porzingis is literally so good. So good when he's like healthy and doing stuff. I just need you to be healthy. Like I personally need you to be healthy. Not these other guys. You're not on their team no more. I need you to be healthy. I'm begging. So
Nah,
yeah. Yo, that was weird.
he's not.
And I don't blame you. You know what? That wasn't that weird. That wasn't weird only because he's never healthy.
He's not gonna be healthy. No matter.
I believe, bro. Hey, the Atlanta Hawks, Emory Hospital, get to work. Please, I'm begging, bro. At 10, I have Rudy Gobert. At 9, I have Bam Adebayo. At 8, I have Ivica Zubac. At 7, I have Sengun. And 6, I have Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, we've talked on Gobert so much. The only thing I'm gonna say about Gobert is I touched on it a little bit, but like, and he was good this playoffs until the OKC series. But like, even the OKC series, I think everyone on the Timberwolves was pretty bad. Like everyone was bad, and since everyone was bad, I'm gonna say he was the best because Rudy in the OKC series, OKC's offensive rating was a 110 in 131 minutes on the court. When he was off the court, it rose up all the way up to 128 offensive rating. I mean defensive rating. Chet shot 72% true shooting with Gobert off the court. When Gobert was on the court, he shot 55%. I think Rudy was just like, I think this was probably his best playoffs he's had. Now, then again, he's played against the first two teams they played against did not really have anything for him. The Lakers didn't have a center. He played against Jackson Hayes for like 5 minutes, and Jackson Hayes got removed out the game, and he didn't play against no center. Then he played against the Warriors, which they have Quinn and Post. Like he just dominated on the boards and dominated defensively at the rim. So I'm gonna give him that. Like I'm going to still give Rudy his respect for being the best rim deterrent. Well, not the best anymore because of someone else.
Right.
But top 5, top 3 for sure. Rim deterrents every single season. I'm gonna give him his love. I know like he's not the most likable player to like. I know his hand fucked. Like I get it. I
I
get it.
could do that too. If I was 7-2 and the coach say, "Yo, just sit under the rim,"
You couldn't. You couldn't.
Yo, no. Yo, Queso, don't help nobody. Don't if it's a screen and dude come off, let him be open just so you can protect the rim. That's it.
He comes up on screens. I've seen it. Like, one more show clips. I have to show clips. I don't know if I
1 and 2 clips.
1 and 2 clips. That's all you want?
No. I'm saying that's what you get. So the 1 and 2 clips. Yo, Rudy, just keep in that rim so y'all will never win nothing. You played against teams with Draymond at the center, buddy.
Also, actually, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna start an argument. No, actually, I'm gonna get it off. Rudy is fucking terrible offensively. Other than Mike Conley, I'm just gonna say nobody on that team knows how to throw a pass in the post. I'm not even lying. Yo, Ed, I need you to work on your passing. Nobody on that team knows how to throw a lob. Ed even said it. He said, "I don't throw lobs." Yo, you're the main guard because Conley doesn't play on the court anymore. I need someone. I know Rudy. Even if with a point guard, it's still not gonna look good because with Mike Conley, it doesn't look that great at sometimes. I just need everyone on the Timberwolves to be a better passer. That's all I'm gonna say. But fuck Rudy. Let's talk about some other players that we actually like in NBA. Bam. We've talked about Bam like that's 3 weeks in a row. We haven't even got to centers. I think Bam comes up every single week, and I'm happy we all still put him in the top 10. We all show him still a little bit of respect. I hate what the Heat has done to Bam. And I don't know if it's Bam. I don't know if it's the Heat. I don't know if it's both. But the biggest stat I found that blew me was the last 2 years ago, Bam, most of his shots came from 7 feet. Last year, it's getting drawn back farther and farther and farther. Now most of his shots are coming from 11 feet, 15 feet. He's shooting more mid-rangers on offense, and it makes it clunky, and that's most of his shot attempts. So now we have Bam just getting the ball in the mid-range of the post, And then if it goes in and goes in, usually like he was iffy this season, like the efficiency was here and there. So it wasn't that great. So like defensively, Bam's always gonna be amazing. He's easily the best switchable big in the league. Like you guards can't attack him, wings can't attack him. As that, but the reason why they have him at the 4 right now because of he's 6'9", 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", whatever. He can't block shots at the rim. Yada yada yada. Now you have to put him with Kel Ware. I think he could be really good at that 4. It's just like his offensive game does not fit the 4 mindset. Like his offensive game is not of a 4, and that's my problem because like he's not. You're not trusting Bam to shoot threes. Yada yada yada. Like he shot threes at the start of the season, and he was terrible at it. He stopped doing it towards the end. He stopped doing it towards the end. So Bam actually looked better towards the end of the season because he started like getting back to his old offensive game. But also, I'm gonna give it to they don't have the Heat have never gave him a playmaking point guard. They've never had a playmaking point guard. He's starting lineup with fucking Tyler Hero and Davion Mitchell as his point guard. It hurts him. It doesn't. It's not going to benefit his game of any sort until you get him a point guard. So if you guys want to send us your whole future for Trae Young, come take him. That's I'm only going to say that after we win the lottery next year. But for now, I'll keep Trae. Zubac, I think Zubac had a very good year, easily his best year. That's just. You saw what?
I gotta mark this time real quick.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna clip that. No, it's cool. But
That's this about Zubac.
No, you good. I'm talking about you said
Okay.
something about Trae before that. You good though.
This man's so weird. Anyways, Zubac, don't stop the clip. I said I'll take Trae until we win the lottery. Anyways,
Right. How y'all gonna win the lottery?
the Bucks and the Pelicans. We have their pick.
Right, y'all gonna win the lottery
Yeah.
and set off and
Yeah,
then send off Trae. Okay, cool.
Hey, when I get Derek Peterson, I'll take over Trae. Anyway, let's be on the point. He's so nice, bro.
Okay.
Avok Zubac, best season he's ever had in his career. I'm scared that his offensive game might go back down a little bit, only because of the system that Queso spoke about a little bit. Ty Lue loves small ball. He like loves small ball. Like he loves it so much. And now they got John Collins. I can definitely see them playing some small ball 5 to end games sometimes. And it might Zubac's minutes in production might go down just a little bit. I'm just talking box score numbers. But what's up?
I think they got the best top 2, top 3 PG in the world, or to ever play the game, Chris Paul off the bench. I think what's gonna happen is, regardless, I think they're gonna have Brook Lopez playing a little bit more with James Harden so he can get the spacing, and then CP3 and Zubac pick and roll is going to be elite. So I think that's where his buckets will come from with the second unit a little bit more. But
Yeah,
they also gonna need him defensively up back there.
Yeah, I don't think Zubac again, Zubac's amazing. This is nothing to do with Zubac's game. I am just talking about the Clippers and his numbers might go down because Ty Lue likes to end games off with 5 small ball lineups and yada yada yada.
I'm watching every Clippers game.
Yeah, Clippers are gonna be fun to watch. But defensively, I like him a lot. He was one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. Good putbacks. He is underratedly one of the best quote unquote Jokic defenders. No one's stopping Jokic, but he does a really good job on Jokic because of his strength and stuff like that. And Jokic can't really like back him down like too crazy. But shout out to Zubac. Sengun, my brother. I love Sengun. He was much better rim protector last season. Not like he was getting blocked or anything, but like the Ime coaching is finally getting to him defensively. He was terrible at the rim, but I think the shot quality was good. I think he was getting doubled at times. Houston has no shooters around him, so it affects him. But Sengun's gonna have a great year. I like Sengun. Cat, I kind of didn't want to. I almost thought about putting Cat lower than everyone just because of defensive woes. And I'm not mad at anyone. If you have Cat from anywhere from 6 to 10, I'm not mad at you. Offensively, I just think he's so good at the 5. And this is like where I speak about how some of these players, I almost speak about with Chet. Most of these players are at the 5 are really good because of when players run out them, trying to run them off the 3-point line, like them off the dribble is really good. Definitely driving down to the rim, yada yada yada. Cat was elite 3-point shooter, just elite. He was a really good passer this year. I like Cat. I mean, I like Cat. It's the Cat Brunson shit. It's hard. Like it's hard because like it's hard to hold. His defense is terrible, but it's hard to hold him. We hold him even more for last year because he plays with Brunson too. Like when you play with Brunson, it's hard. Like both of them are both terrible defenders, like worse at their position. It's hard. It's not going to make it better. Like when he played with in Minnesota, his defensive numbers looked a little bit better, and he moved his feet like on the perimeter. But he's still a bad defender and shit. You can't guard. I'm pretty sure there was a stat that came out midway through the season, like people score the most points at the rim against Cat. That's bad. That's bad.
It's terrible.
But it's terrible. But that's all I have to say about this portion of my list.
All right. So I got Chet at 10. I got Bam at 9. I got Cat at 8. I got Sabonis at 7. And I got Sengun at 6. All right. Before I say anything on my list, it's a top 10. So now, like, what do y'all think real quick before I get into it?
You know how I felt about Sabonis. I only made we made that face because your mic started cutting in and out. But it's good now. It's good now. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I was gonna
I
wait
like the
till the top
list.
5. I like it.
Yeah,
Like I like it.
I like it better than the person on your left for sure.
What?
It's decent though.
All
Yeah,
right.
Rudy Gobert on the top 10 over there. We good though. Yeah, it's not that.
How do people have Rudy in their top 10, man? Hey,
Yeah, man.
I respect
Rudy, man.
That's
All
all.
right. I got Chet at 10. I got Chet at 10 because obviously his length, his mobility, his skill, he can shoot the three, he can block shots, his offensive creativity, he can stretch the floor, he can handle the ball better than most bigs. Gave us 15 and 8 and what, 2 blocks? No, it was like 4 blocks, right? Last year.
I'm
not
I believe it was 3 blocks. It was definitely 3. No one's getting 4 except for Wemby. No one is touching 4. But
He was close to 50-40 last year, 49% from the field goal, 38 from 3. I mean, his durability was one thing, but I mean, he's a smaller frame guy. If he puts on some more weight, I feel like that will help him be better defensively against stronger, more physical bigs because he's like 150 pounds soaking wet with Tim's on. And it's just like that's not gonna help you sustain. That's not gonna help you sustain at your position in the NBA when you got guys like Giannis and Zubac and Jokic and Embiid, like that you gotta be down there banging with every night. So, but I like Chet, man. Like his game, his 3-pointers. Yeah, I feel like with him being on OKC and being in the role that he's playing, like they're gonna be obviously be good for a long time, especially with all these draft picks. I got Bam at 9 because I feel like he has great versatility. He can guard multiple positions. He's a solid rebounder, good passer. He gives a lot of effort. He does the dirty work, kind of, sets that Miami culture tempo for the rest of the team. His scoring efficiency could be better. His rim protection could be better. His 3-point shot, yeah, brother, don't even work on it, man. Like, you don't need to. You need to work on that post game first. Once you work on that post game, then try to branch out. But until that, let's get to the nitty gritty. Give me some shimmies or something. That's what I need from you.
he
Like
does
you
it.
said, you said he doesn't, right?
No, I say he does. He does it. Like
He tries.
he tries. Like it. He's not gonna back you down, but he'll hit you with like a shimmy fadeaway type vibes. And it's one in the past, but I just want him to stay towards all that shit. Like, please.
Yeah, improve with it, man. Like, do better with that, because that's where his game is going to come from, playing with Tyler Hero and Davion Mitchell.
But also, it's hard for him. That's why I was saying it's hard for him to do these like traditional big man stuff on offensively when he doesn't have a point guard. Like Tyler Hero's not a point guard. He's a good passer. He's an alright passer for his position, stuff like that. But they don't have a playmaking point guard, and they've never had a playmaking point guard with Bam. That's except for Goran Dragic, and that's why he looked good for Goran. But yeah, that's my biggest problem with him. But he's doing the. But I can't say, oh, I feel bad for him when he's doing the things he shouldn't do, like shooting threes, and it's like, fuck, like stop doing that, please.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, work on the things that you need to. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, the point guard situation with him is deterring him from being better. But at the same time, it's like, all right, man, like, Spo, you could give Bam a couple ISO, let him work in the post. You can do that a couple possessions out the game. He, to me, I think he's their best player. I don't know if y'all agree, but
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you have that as your best player, like Spo, the league is changing. The league has been changing. Like, bigs are getting better and stretching the floor as a 5. Like, allow Bam to grow. Because you got him in his one system. Like, yeah, defensively, that's a great system for him. He's able to play free safety. Great. When it comes to offense, it's like I personally don't know what Miami is leading with. Go ahead.
What do you? I feel like it's Spo's here. I'm playing devil advocate. If I'm Spo, what if Spo asks you? I am letting him grow by telling him to shoot more threes. You know, it's not good for his game, but you that's what he's doing. He's kind of growing his offensive game. I don't know if it's like the best for him because it doesn't look good, but eh.
That's like telling Rudy Gobert to start shooting from half court. Like, I feel like you'll learn how to shoot. It's not gonna help him. That's not something that he needs to develop. So he doesn't need to work on that to develop that. Like, I mean, yeah, he's gonna knock down probably like 1 or 2 every 3 or 4 games, maybe a little bit more. Let me not do him like that. But I don't need you shooting threes. I got
But
Tyler Hero out here.
they kind of do need him if they're gonna play him at the 4. If they're gonna play him at the 4, and he's not gonna play the 5 anymore because they want to play Kel Ware with him because you want to have that rim blocker at the rim and have Bam be the roamer. Offensively, they kind of do need him to spread the floor. I'm just saying I don't know if that's his game. Like they want him to do it and they need him to do it if it's gonna work with Ware, but like, can he do it? And the sample size says no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I'm praying for him.
Next to Cat. Man, I knew Cat wasn't that good defensively, but when I checked the stats, Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry. No, that's
Oh,
something if you do. Oh my gosh. Cat, what's wrong? Like, his offensive game is so good that like he's still up here for that. But bro, that's a cone. It's like, what do you do?
and he's dumb.
Like,
Like respectfully, like like his IQ, he fouls. He does all the stupid shit.
and like you foul unnecessarily. Like, why are your hands out here like that? He's already past you. And then you try to pull your hands back. That's why you're a meme now, bro. But like, yeah, no, defensively, like he's gonna grab you boards for sure. Like, you better at 7 foot. You better grab me boards. You're down here in the paint, and he's gonna shoot the three. He's gonna give you a good percentage. He shot 42% last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, he could pass the ball too because he averaged about 6 or 7 potential assists last year per 75. So I mean, but you don't need him to do that because you have Brunson. I mean, Hart down there fighting with you with the boards, like, you should be averaging 11, 12 rebounds per game, unless you playing like Jalen Duran, because he's just gonna get physical with you, or Zubac or something like that. Somebody who plays more physical, like Sabonis or anything like that. And speaking of Sabonis, I like Sabonis because he's versatile. He can do the like triple doubles. Like when you bet on Sabonis, you're expecting 42.5 PRA. Like excellent rebounder. He's a great passer. He has, or for a big, he has a high IQ on offense. Excuse me. Good scoring on the inside. I don't like it hurts him not having a 3 ball with the spacing in the NBA in the modern NBA, but he does so much more offensively when it comes to passing and being on the inside and rebounding that like I'm cool with you not having a 3 ball. So if he was able to stretch that and be better, then he can be great. But at this point in his career, I don't really need that from you or expecting that from you. Just get down and battle in the paint. His defensive mobility, man, I did not think that he was that bad defensively. But I didn't watch Kings games. And I remember Rita had that rant because when I had texted him, that's what he was telling me about. But yeah, I thought he was so much better defensively, but no, he's also terrible. Like as a big, you shouldn't be averaging less than 1 block. Like you should at least be getting 1 block a game as my center, starting center. You're great defense, or you're great at rebounds. You're great at getting assists. You're great at scoring on the inside. Finding people, cutting, making screens and everything like that. But defensively, you give me nothing, and I can't win with you like that, like at all. Sengun, I like Sengun. He's young. I feel like this upcoming season is going to be so much better for him because it's him and KD now instead of him and Jalen Green, and also Amen Thompson. Let me not disrespect him like that as well. Sengun, he's gonna play the lanes. He's gonna get up and get physical with you. Um, he's not much of a 3-point shooter, but he could hit some. I like Sengun for just being versatile. So I mean, yeah, that's what I have for that. Oh yeah, no, my fault. And then his post game, like his post moves and stuff like that. Like I feel like his footwork is really great for his size, and it's only going to continue to get better.
All right, 10, we got Cat. 9, we got Sabonis. 8, we got Zubac. 7, we got Bam. 6, we got Naz Reid. So Cat, y'all spoke on him enough. Terrible defensively. He can shoot 3 ball, but you foul too much and you can't guard. You can't do nothing. Trash he just trash, bro. Sabonis, I like Sabonis a little bit more than Towns because he can facilitate. He can lead the offense in some ways. He does also. I think he's one of the better players at not fouling on a perimeter. Defensively, I like him as a strong post defender. When we talk about run protection, he's not that. When we talk about perimeter defender, he's not that. But when we talk about AD versus Sabonis, or we talk about Jokic versus Sabonis, I like him strength wise to be able to uphold his ground. One of the best defensive rebounders, a really good offensive rebounding league, triple double machine. I like him. Zubac, we just spoke on him. One of the best, one of the better back of the line defenders. He's playing with Harden and Norman Powell, who aren't great defenders, but he's still able to hold a top 10 defense in that system. Also a really good rebounder. Bam, I got him so high because his ability to switch. He's terrible offensively. He should be way better than what he is. I like him. I like his passing ability, his ability to switch. I like his jump shot is pretty pure at the midi, but we need him to get to it more. Even back in 2023, he played the Celtics. He didn't really go off until he had to go off. We need you to do it consistently throughout the game and not just when y'all down 15 points and you need to try to go kill Porzingis or kill somebody. No, we need you to do it the whole game, buddy. But Bam, we need more from you, bro. You had no Jimmy Butler, you still average the same or like 2 more field goal attempts. No, shoot 22 field goal attempts. Give me 22 a night. That's what you should be doing. Naz Reid, again, I look at him as a 4. like you said, the offense skyrockets when he's on, and it goes down when he's off. I mean, when he's defensively when he's on. The reason being is because they're changing the whole entire scheme for a center who's not a center because their backup center was not good. So they had to put him at center. Previously, he was the backup for Cat at the 4, and he was very well at his job. The reason I got him in my top 6 is because 38% from the 3-ball line. He's a knockdown shooter. Like y'all say, Chet, he can take you off the dribble better than Chet can. He's a decent passer. He can get to the rim at will. He can finish at the rim at will. There's nothing on the court that he cannot do. He's not a center. What y'all say he's a center? I don't think he's a center, but he's not a center that's gonna protect the rim. He's a prototype, he's not Bam, nowhere near Bam, but he's somebody who Luka called for a screen, switch on a Luka. Will he get the stop? We don't know, but he's a decent defender.
We know
on a perimeter, like Rudy Gobert. We know he ain't gonna get that stop, but
he's not good, bro. He's not as good defender, bro.
When we look at stop percentage, he's in the top 66 percentile. He's in the top 84 percentile in blocks. He's a pretty good when an opponent is shooting at the rim. He's in his top 70 percentile of defending at the rim. So I don't know where the lie came from. He wasn't a good rim defender, but when we look at the stats,
I want you looking at the stats right now, right?
Yeah.
You see that RS? Change it to PS real quick. That's postseason.
Okay.
Change it to postseason.
Okay,
Wait, do me a favor. Go back to RS. Change it to 2024. And go down. It go down from there.
Well, first off, if we want to talk about postseason, he also was very good at getting stops, very good deflecting and playing off ball in a position that he's supposed to be. He's also still in the top 65 percentile at shot blocking. Now let's talk about the meat and potatoes. You have Rudy Gobert higher than what he's supposed to be. If we go to his and look at his posts, look at his posts on defense, or look at any previous year that I want to pull up, we do the same thing. We didn't dive into the meat and potatoes of Gobert like we wanted to. If we wanted to, I could have made, well, not made you, but I could have made a case for him to be top in the 20th spot. Naz Reid, you can't dive in Naz Reid like that and not dive in Rudy Gobert like that.
For sure.
No. So sure. Also, my bad. Karl Anthony Towns is your 6th spot.
Okay.
I like Naz Reid better than Karl Anthony Towns. Why? Because I like him better because Karl Anthony Towns plays a lot more minutes. Cat is a better rebounder.
Yeah.
Naz Reid is a better defender. Every facet of the court. At the rim, perimeter. Also, we've seen the block percentages. We've seen everything on the stats. He's in the high percentiles for every stat when it comes to that. He's a better put the ball on the floor. He can take you off the dribble better than Cat can. He doesn't foul as much as Cat does. He can guard Jokic. He guard Jokic and put the works on Jokic a little bit. He guard a guy like Embiid. I like him better than I like Karl Anthony Towns.
Who's guarding Embiid?
No, nobody's guarding Embiid. But I'm saying better than Karl Anthony Towns. And you have Karl Anthony Towns in 6th spot.
No,
he is. Yes, he is. Okay, do you want like I did my research. I did my research on that.
Okay, talk to me.
Cat doesn't. First off, you know Cat. Cat doesn't move his feet.
Cat. Naz Reid statement. Fuck Cat. I know Cat's not a good defender.
No. That was my statement. I say Naz Reid is a better defender on guys like Jokic and Embiid than Cat is. I didn't say he was a good defender on Embiid. I said the better.
Shit, Malik's a better defender than Cat on Embiid.
No. This is my point. This is my point because you have him at 6 and you have Naz Reid at like 15. That my case is you have somebody who's off the charts worse defensively than Naz Reid, and only thing he does better than Naz Reid is shoot the 3-ball. That's it. Naz Reid is he's better at taking the ball. He's better putting the ball on the ground. He's better at attacking bigs. He's better at passing, better at facilitating, or the same thing, but better at facilitating.
My question is why
can't he match the Cat this season?
But wait, my question to Queso is why do you dog these other players for having terrible playoff series and being shit at the playoffs? But when Naz Reid goes against OKC and shoots 22% from 3, and that is his big calling card on offense,
right? We
don't say nothing for him. We don't say nothing. We just it's okay. It's Naz Reid. It's Naz. Everyone loves him in Timberwolves. Everyone on the crowd says Naz Reid.
The people I have on this list, outside of the top 5 of them, look at the playoffs because a lot of them didn't have a lot of playoff success. So it's hard for me to judge Karl Anthony Towns playoff success versus Naz Reid playoff success. But like you said, you're also telling me this versus the number one best or the top 3 best defensive team who just won the finals. But when we go look at the previous
we
games,
do it last year too.
we can do. Okay, tell me not a top 10 team, or show me a team, and I'll show you the people that you have in the top 10 for their same stats.
Naz Reid wasn't good against Phoenix in the playoffs last year. Naz Reid wasn't good against Denver last year in the playoffs.
Okay, now do you want me to go look at Cat? Can I look up Cat? I don't have it on top of my brain.
Cat was good against Denver, and
He was not good against Phoenix. He was terrible versus historically bad against Phoenix. Yes.
Was he?
Yes. Cause I remember that.
But even so, like
no, not even so.
Wait. No, I'm looking at it. I'm just talking while. Wait, let me. 19-10 off of 52% from 3 and 53% from field goal is bad?
Let me see what you're looking at.
That's bad. What are you talking about?
It was
20-10 off of 50% from 3. How's that bad?
I don't know.
That's off better than
looking at what year are we looking at?
We're talking about last year against Phoenix when he was on the Timberwolves.
Wait, where's my thing popping up?
And then he was good in the Denver series too. I remember that.
So I'm talking. Okay, my bad. In Dallas, when he shot 24% of the 3-ball line, 1 for 6, 0 for 8, 1 for 5.
Yeah. Naz Reid was dog shit too. Like they were both.
That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. For that, and when he was historically bad against Jokic, they had to switch Naz Reid onto him to get stops, and so we can do this all day though. We can
go bad against Jokic.
Defensively, he wasn't bad.
From what I remember, no. And they played a heavy. And then again, okay, so you just said OKC is one of the best defensive teams ever. By the way, Naz Reid kills in that matchup. Naz Reid's supposed to kill in that matchup if they're funneling Ant in the paint. Ant couldn't get to the paint. They was playing his zone defense. Naz Reid's supposed to kill in that matchup. That's one. By the way, he was fucking terrible.
Cat was supposed to kill against the Dallas. I remember that.
Yeah, and Naz Reid was too. They was both bad.
That's what I'm saying. But my thing is, Cat, at this point, Cat has the keys. Naz Reid is off the bench and he doesn't have the keys.
Naz Reid will never have the keys. He will never have the keys.
I understand.
Ever.
I understand. That could be true. That could be true. But my point is, he did not have the keys and one did. So if I'm Naz Reid, I don't have the opportunity to do what Cat does.
Because he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
No. They also don't run plays for Naz Reid. They run plays set for Karl Anthony Towns. Naz Reid is sitting in a corner. If he shoots bad, he's shooting bad. Cat is getting actual, set the screen, hit you on the pop, get you to the top of the key, get you in the low post, get you in a mismatch. Naz Reid doesn't have none of this. So
you know why they don't run plays for him? What? They run the same team. Why can't he beat him out in minutes? Why can't this year? Why can't he beat Gobert out in minutes? Why can't he?
Okay, listen. We know how. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of basketball.
Sure.
If you're an owner of a team and you're paying somebody, let's say $40 million, and you're paying somebody else $5 million, the coach literally cannot play you over him because of contract reasons. Because if I play you over Cat, his value is going to go down, and it's going to be a worthless piece of $40 million, and they would not have been able to trade him to any team. Naz Reid, that's the reason they was okay with trading Cat, because they saw what they saw in Naz Reid.
Okay, then
he
got
could not beat him in minutes.
Then he got paid this season. What happened this season? This season? He wasn't.
He only got 27 minutes, but he played better. He averaged 15 and 7 on 47 38 splits. It wasn't great, but for the first year starting, it was I'll take that.
The reason why Naz Reid can never start at your 5 or your 4 and your 4, if you think he's a power forward, he can't start at your 4 because he's not a good defender against 4s either. He's not a good defender at all. Even at the rim,
so
he's rim numbers.
Is he better than Cat at the 4 and the 5? Defensively,
I'm gonna be honest. They're both the same. They're both the same. They're both shit. They're both shit.
Please.
I really stand. They're not good. Even Minnesota fans will tell you. I actually went to the Reddit and made sure.
No, that's cool. I've watched these games and you watch these games. We've been in the Discord. We literally lab these plays together. We used to lab for Karl Anthony Towns to get benched and for Naz Reid to come in because he cannot defend. We literally look. No.
I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh for that. You could go find old master.
So last year we didn't.
I did it for Gobert. For Gobert to get taken out the game, not Cat. or
It was
for Cat to foul out today, not
it
get
was
taken
either
out.
way,
The
it was
foul.
Cat to get taken out. My point is, Naz Reid gives way more defensively, and he gives me enough offensively to say, if I'm gonna put Cat up there, I gotta put Naz Reid somewhere close.
But Cat's
That's
better than
my
him
point.
offensively. If they're both
I mean-
shit at the defense, then Cat is
No,
better than
we
him
can't say
offensively.
that. We can't say that because we can say Trae Young and Jalen Brunson is both trash defensively, which they are. But Brunson is going to give me more defensively than Trae Young.
Brunson's just better offensively than
No,
Trae.
I'm talking about
Let's get to a
defensively.
shot.
I'm talking about
No, I'm just saying. But like with that being said, they're both like when I rank Trae and Brunson, they're both shit defensively. The reason why I rank Brunson higher because he's better offensively than Trae.
Well, I'm not saying like as a player. I'm talking about just straight up defensively. If we making a defensive chart,
Correct.
both of these players are terrible, but this
One's
player,
higher.
one has to be higher. That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
Cat is for me is the bottom of the barrel. Naz Reid, I like him on some bigger match like Jokic. I like him on some switches like he was on Luka Doncic a little bit. I like him on some switches. Yes, I got him probably a little bit under the middle. That's a big difference for me. I'm a defensive guy. I love defense. I'm not going to win this championship with Cat on the if Porzingis was healthy, that's a 4-0. We was up 20 every game and we choked without Porzingis. If Porzingis was healthy, that's a 4-0. There's a reason Cat is never going to win a championship because he has no feet. No. I give me Naz Reid all day. He's gonna shoot 40% too. But he gonna give me effort on defense. Cat be
I'm just saying.
Cat gonna go up soft. He
But
gonna
also-
foul you the whole time.
Also, this is long. The main thing I'm going to say is Cat is playing the 5. When Cat was playing the 4 and Nas was both playing the 4 together, I'm going to be honest with you, I still thought Cat looked better than Nas at the 4 last year. Even if you could put contracts, if they was making the same money, I would still take Cat as a player. Now that Cat is playing the 5, his defensive role is going to look worse. If Naz Reid was playing the 5, his defensive role is going to look fucking terrible. It's gonna look terrible. He's playing as one of the best. He's playing with one of the best defenders of all time.
So repeat that last part.
As if Naz Reid was playing the 5, his defense, like everything, numbers, all that, are just not even numbers, just the eye test. If he had to guard the 5s, he would look absolutely terrible. He's playing at the 4 with one of the best defenders, one of the best rim defenders of all time.
You just answered your own question. That's the reason Cat looked good last year, or like you liked him because he played with a back of the line defender named Rudy Gobert. Naz Reid, when he steps on the court, sometimes he's playing Rudy Gobert. He's playing the 5 with nobody in the back of him, so it's going to look worse 90% of the time. If you put Naz Reid on a court with Rudy Gobert, we can look up these numbers when we argue the two. He's better on the perimeter because Cat can't guard. That's why you think Jason Tatum every play say, "Yo, come here." Jaylen Brown, "Yo, come here." Every play, they don't do it with Naz Reid.
They would if he was playing the 5.
No. I'm talking about the 4 when he was with Mitchell Robinson. When he had that back of the line, they still say, "Come here." Every time. You can actually come here to the Karl Anthony Towns when Naz Reid's on that court and he got Rudy Gobert.
You're telling me they wouldn't do that with Naz Reid either? You're saying they wouldn't attack Naz Reid?
Listen, no, we can lock money on that. No, they would not. They're not going to say, "No, Naz Reid, come here and guard Jason Tatum."
Our goal in this podcast to get big as possible because I want Tatum and Brown on this podcast. I'm going to ask them a question. If they saw Naz Reid on the court, they're going to tell you straight up they are going to attack that nigga and they're going to make it barbecue chicken every single time.
No, I'm not. Look, all right, let me get me wrong. I'm not saying, hey, let's not attack Naz Reid. He's a great defender. I'm saying when I'm an offensive coach or a coach in general, and we're setting up our game plan, we're not going to say, "Hey, the whole game, let's go at Naz Reid." We're going to say that for no. They're going to say for Cat. For Cat,
for sure.
My game plan is I don't care what nothing. I want to find Cat on the court. Naz Reid, no. We want to limit transition so he don't get threes. So let's not get early shot clock 2s or early shot clock buckets. Cat, let's go out there and kill him. Facts. It's level. We'll talk about it another time.
They're gonna attack. Yeah, they're gonna attack that boy. All right. Let's get to the top 5. At 5, I have Holmgren. 4, I have Davis. I have Wemby at 3, Embiid at 2, Jokic at 1.
I got Porzingis at 5, AD at 4, Wemby at 3, Embiid at 2, Jokic at 1.
I got Jokic at 1, Wemby at 2, Davis at 3, Embiid at 4, and Sengun at 5.
The only thing I would say I had my list the top 4 exactly like Queso 1 hour before the podcast. What made me change? Yeah, literally, I had a Jokic, Wemby, Davis, Embiid. I changed it for one reason only. Well, 2 reasons. I'm too much of a fan, number 1, and 2, something I don't know. I woke up today and I just believed. that's literally I just believed. I just had a feeling if he's healthy, obviously, okay, so is health the main reason? He's forward?
It's that, and also
And he was bad this year.
I want to
I
look
will
at
say-
some, but go ahead.
No, I will say this: with those 4 or those 3, Davis is injured a lot. Embiid has been injured. Wemby was injured. It's
That's
kind
what
of
I was
like
also sad.
picking screws.
I think the reason with me is I don't see him with knee injuries like that. I don't see him fully recovering to a point where he can be elite or the way he was defensively.
Yeah.
The way I seen him defensively come back, or even the end of or in the playoffs, I want to say whenever we beat them in Game 7 and Tatum dropped 50, he was bad defensively. He looked like Cat on the defensive side. He looked like Cat. He couldn't guard on the perimeter. We was killing him every possession. Rim protection, I think he's always going to be pretty good. Rebound, I think he's always going to be pretty good. But defensively, I don't love him at the back of my defense no more at all. Mobility reasons. And also, injury was a big reason. I like
I think he was all right the year before.
Yeah, he was actually good, but playoff wise, I didn't like him.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Malik, you had your hand up.
No, he was saying
No, I was stretching my own.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hey.
literally, I'm not mad at you for it though, like at all.
I like AD defensively on the perimeter, on the back of the line defense, rim protection, scoring wise. I like his scoring more kind of than Embiid. I mean, just for the love of the game. Don't really love the free throws, but Embiid was all the usage wasn't Embiid. All the usage for Anthony Davis was not Anthony Davis. It was LeBron and Austin Reeves, and he was getting the back end of things. So I think I like him better than Embiid now. I do.
Let's all take the next like 2-3 minutes just to talk about our number 5s because we all have different number 5s and like I said, this is the most subjective list of all time. So again, I have Chet at 5. If Chet was, that's why I didn't even complain. If Chet was like anywhere from 5 to 10 or even 11, I'm not too mad at you. But the reason why I have Chet at 5 is very simple. I think Chet, when he first came into this season, he looked crazy. He looked crazy good. Everything was clicking. The scoring, the off the dribble scoring, the defense. I mean, his defense was elite even when he came back. But his offensive game looked very, very composed and pure when the season first started. For the first 7 games of the season, he was averaging like 20. He was getting 10 rebounds. The biggest thing, I think Queso said it in his point, the only thing I would counteract of it, he's just young. Like the more he grows into his body, he's soaking wet. I don't think he's ever gonna be like a big bulky motherfucker.
I don't think he will grow into it.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever be a big bulky motherfucker, but like KD, KD's lanky as hell, but he's not weak. KD's strong. I think Chet it's weightlifting. He's just gonna keep on growing. He's gonna keep on growing. He was fucking 20, 21. Even so, but what I will speak of then he had the hip injury. I think the hip injury or pelvis injury, whatever the fuck he had, is probably one of the hardest injuries to have because you can't do anything. You can't run, you can't exercise, you can't get your cardio up. You're literally fucked. You're literally fucked until it heals. He came back, he had to play himself back into mid-season form, and it took a while. And even with his shot just looked worse from what it came. Even last year, his shot was really good. Even in the playoffs last year, really good's a strong word. But he was like at 38, 39. He fell this playoffs. He had like 2 good series and then 2 bad series. The bad series, the shooting was bad. The good series, the shooting was 38, 39. What he did against, he killed the Grizzlies. He killed Minnesota with shooting. He literally destroyed them. The other 2 series wasn't that good. Denver and the Pacers, the shooting wasn't that good. But defensively, the instincts, the speed, the agility, the size, being one of the best shot blockers or rim deterrents in the league, I've been looking at Data Baller for like 2 years now. I've never seen this high of a stat. He led the league, and opponents shot 18.4% worse at the rim. That was number 1 in the league compared to anyone. Wemby, and it wasn't even close. Like Wemby was like, I think at 13, 14. He's at 18%. In the playoffs, it continued. It was 13.4%. This is off of volume. He's played 20 games in the playoffs. He was switchable. He was very switchable in the playoffs as well. We saw Halliburton kill people in drop all playoffs. He couldn't get past. He couldn't get. I literally had to rewatch the film. He really couldn't get past Chet. He had to step back a couple, and Chet so long because of his just height and God-given abilities. He was able to contest every single time. He doesn't foul. He was in isolation in the playoffs. He stopped people from scoring from their points per position was .61. Literally was an elite isolation defender in the playoffs. I don't know. His defense was just really, really, really good, and he's only growing. He's only growing. We project a little bit on this list. I think he could be. He's already. To me, I already think he's one of the best top 3 rim defending people in the league, and he's versatile. He's not a Gobert. He can do other things. So
I like him better than Rudy. I hate the whole rim defense thing.
Well, I mean,
it is.
He's switching.
Yeah, he is. I hate the whole rim defense thing because I don't know. It's just I feel
I
like
think
you
said
want.
it last week.
Yeah, guys like 7'4". I mean, you can't help it. I'm not trying to put it against you. I just don't love the argument for a player to be good when they're already 7'4" at the rim. It's like, I mean, obviously you don't get the block, especially when you got guys like Lou Dort and stuff funneling you in. I like guys like more obviously Celtic fan, but D White, one of the best rim protecting guys in the league, who actually got to get up and play defense and trail you along the way and time the blocks like LeBron prime. I like those.
I get what you're saying. You're saying it's unfair. Basically, and they're expected, and they're expected. But my thing is
like
a lot.
Expected thing.
There's a lot of 7-footers that are expected to do this, and they don't put up these numbers. So I'm going to give credit. I'm going to give credit when someone put up these super elite numbers. Because like they're expected. They're 7'1", 7'2", 7'3". They have long arms, all that shit. But yeah. But I spoke too much. We can go to Porzingis and then Sengun.
All right, I was trying to pull up his Euro stats for this year, but yeah,
I got you. If you want to keep on talking, I got you. I'll get it.
Porzingis, when healthy, as the 2, 3, and 4, is I think the 5th best center in the league because he is a game changer. Like his game 1 NBA final stats was 28 and 4, I think. Where is it? I just had it. 26 and 3 blocks. Like he came in, changed the game, the whole momentum swing. Porzingis shooting from 36, nothing but net. Like Porzingis is a top 5 NBA center when healthy because of his rim protecting, because his spacing, because his ISO scoring, because of his let's not say rebounder, because I mean he's 6'7", 8 rebounds a game. He's 7'3", 7'4", or 7'2". Like you should be having 14, 15, but that's another. Offensive rating is high. His defensive rating was a 108.7 this past season. Shot 41.2% from 3. His protection with the rim protection defensively is great. I got his stats right here per 75. Opponents shot 16% less than their average when guarded by Porzingis at the rim, and 6% less just in general on the court. He didn't foul as much. He averaged 2.5 blocks, so he was towards the 75 percentile. He shot 41% from 3, which is 94 percentile on 10 attempts, which is the same 94 percentile. He averaged 6 potential assists, but I'm not really expecting that from him. The spacing that he created was in the 85 percentile when it came to 90 percentile when it came to him creating space by himself or off of catch and shoot. Porzingis is elite. Can you tell me his Euro stats
Euro
real quick?
stats. He averaged 20 points, 8.7 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.7 blocks. He only shot 26% from three, but that's only because the first 3 games of Eurobasket, he literally shot 0 for 13. The last 3, he played 6 games. The last 3 games of Eurobasket, he shot 40% from three once he got his shot back.
And you got to understand with those first 3 games, he's coming back to playing actual full on.
That was the first time he played basketball, yeah.
From May till now, or till what was it, August, right?
Yeah, they played in August, correct.
So, yeah, coming back from those first 3 games, rusty. What did he do the next 3 games? Elite. Porzingis is a top 5 center in the league as of right now when healthy.
Yeah. All right, talk about my boy Sengun that I love. Go ahead.
I mean, you talked about him. I kind of want to put him lower, but I didn't realize how good defensively, or not good, but better defensively that he is than what I thought he was in my head. Because with the European centers, they don't play defense or whatever the case is. They don't protect the rim, but he's gotten better there. I like the way he's able to be. Even Draymond admitted that he was his kryptonite. He had his card. He was able to be a leader of a team who was going against the back end of a dynasty. Steph Curry and Draymond was able to take them a lot of games. So I shout out to Sengun. He takes up a lot of usage and able to be one of the best post scorers in the game. I'll say that. Definitely a top 5 post scorer. That's why he's top 5 on the list. Good facilitator. I like Sengun.
Oh, well, that will conclude our ranking video or ranking things. It was fun. We'll probably bring it back at some point in the season. Maybe do a power rankings. We have 30 spots, 30 NBA teams. So we can probably bring it back at some point in the season for like mid-season checkups. This was fun. Can't wait to see how when we come back a year from now, how everyone list looks different in all 5 positions. Now we're gonna do a segment of on the spot. Let me do my quick one. I have for you guys today. I have a guard plus big duo. Since we just finished the tier list and we just did centers, I have a guard plus big duo. Keep 3, cut 5. You guys know how this goes. I'm going to list out names. Y'all have to work as a group of which ones y'all want to keep. There's going to be 8 names. We keep 3, you cut 5. Get it? First name on the list will be, and this is going into next season, Trae Young and Porzingis as a duo.
Keep. Ooh, yeah, keep.
Okay. Next name, Fred VanVleet and Sengun.
I'll drop them.
Yeah. I'll say with them, I'm okay with dropping them.
Okay. Next name, we're gonna go with Luka and Aiden.
Keep.
Though, because remember we only got 3 keeps. Like Luka is so great, but
he gonna carry Aiden, and Aiden is elite in the pick and roll.
Hey, remember we got 6.
Easily.
We got 6.
You gotta think it's offense. It's offense, not defense.
But we still got Jokic and Murray, and then we still got Maxey. We still got Maxey and Embiid though.
Embiid's playing every other game.
Are you sure?
Jamal Murray's washed. Jamal Murray, unless you see the Lakers, he's not playing. That's already clipped. Luka Doncic give you 40 points with Aiden, who just came off of when he played with a good center. I mean, a good PG. Excuse me. He saw 60% and almost 35% from 3 ball. Give me Aiden and Luka. Give me Luka with Lively. Give me
Is this a
Luka
keep?
with anybody.
Is this a
Give me
keep?
Luka with me.
Is K still taking the lead? Is this a keep?
Only because Luka is so elite. That's why we'll keep.
Okay, we guys got one more keep left, and you have a couple more cuts left. Mike Conley and Gobert.
Oh yeah, we cut that.
Just skip, but you didn't have to say that.
Brunson and Cat.
They did get to the conference finals.
Not pick and roll wise, but he said for upcoming season, I think Mike will have them in a way better system to actually want pick and rolls like somebody that's smart. I think it could be elite, but like you said, I don't know if it'll be better than Jokic.
I say cut that only because defensively as well.
Okay. We have D'Lo, D'Angelo Russell, and Derek Lively. Hey, it's a duo. It's a duo, bro. It's a duo. It's a duo. That's a cut. Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren.
Is this the last one? Or we have
No, we have one. We have one more after this.
You're gonna make it tough. I already know.
I like this because we got
I do like that. I do
offensive.
like that.
Offensive.
Wait, did y'all keep Brunson and Cat?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would have chosen them over them, but I think since we're here and we have one more group, Cade passing ability in the pick and roll. Duren is a force to be reckoned.
You have two more. I apologize. You have two more.
Okay, well then I'm cool. Whatever you would then. I thought it was one.
I do want to keep him, but I don't know because we still got Jokic and we still got Embiid.
All right, Mike Conley.
It was fair. AD. No. We did that one already.
Oh, okay. No, this is the last one. This is the last.
Oh, see you tricking us.
I'm sorry.
Crazy. So what you want to do now? I'm okay with keeping, but it's up to you. It's up to you. There's only one more.
Yeah, I'm okay with keeping only because I feel like Jokic is coming up, but
okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep Cade and Duren. So this edition of guard plus big duo and keep 3 cut 5. Y'all kept Trae Young and Porzingis. Y'all cut Fred and Sengun. Y'all kept Luka and Aiden. Y'all cut Mike Conley and Gobert. Y'all cut D'Lo and Lively. You cut Brunson and Cap. I don't know if I would have did that. Y'all cut Cade. Y'all kept Cade and Jalen Duren. Y'all cut Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. That was the last one.
Oh, we went 2 for 3. We went 2 for 3.
It was all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, that was, and then my last thing for on the spot is Embiid's healthy. Embiid's healthy. Embiid's healthy. That's about it. Embiid's healthy. I just want to give up some injury thing. Embiid not healthy, but he cut weight, so they said that will be big for the Sixers and his knees in general. 2, they said that Kyrie spoke about his injury yesterday. He said he feels good. He feels all right. Looks like he'll be coming back in January or late December. And there was one more person. Porzingis said he's healthy, but there was one more person. But I digress. That's the only thing I had for on the spot. Do you guys have anything?
I do. My bad. I do. I think shout out my boy Trae Young real quick. How long has he been in the league for?
I'm pretty sure he's going into his 8th season.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Trae Young. He was able to get, I want to say 3 All-Star appearances, a couple of like late appearances because people was hurt. Either way, he made the All-Star team. I want to say shout out to Trae Young, even though his numbers are like, it's kind of like WNBA's efficiency. You know, when you go to WNBA, you're gonna see 41% from the field, 34% from 3-point line. But it's cool. It's cute. I like it. Trae Young, you trying on with empty stats. Shout out to Trae on that. That's my on the spot. Trae Young, you're in the East. You made the East Conference Final one time. You're shooting the same stats as probably Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. That's good for WNBA. That's not good for NBA, buddy. You're shooting 34%, buddy. I don't know who you think you are. Stop disrespecting Pat Bev, who actually is a staple in the community. You get what I'm saying? One thing I hate, right? People want to say, "Oh, he stood up on a table for a play-in." I want you to go look at the history of the Timberwolves. They was 1 in like 15 for the last. They went to the playoffs 1 year before that in the last 15 years. That's why he was so happy because that team.
He beat the Clippers,
huh?
And he beat the Clippers.
And he beat the Clippers, which was his old team. Trae Young, what are we going through here, buddy? Yo, a lot of people got to come out the game at the end of the game. But every defensive possession, we need you at the game, or we're not going to get a stop, Trae Young. Every facet of the game, every spot on the floor, I'm attacking Trae Young. the Celtics. We don't even gotta have a game plan, Trae Young. I promise you, we don't. We played you multiple times in the playoffs. We played you. We played you multiple times in the play and all that. Guess what? Joe Mazzulla don't say nothing but attack you, buddy. You the worst defender in the league. So shout out to Pat Bev and the Pat Bev podcast. Maybe he come up here one time. So Trae Young, I like you as a passer. I like you as a pick and roll player. Let's humble ourselves. And understand you haven't done nothing in this league since COVID, buddy. I would have won the championship in COVID too if I played, buddy. You're in the East. Calm down. Pat Bev was in the West all his life. He played with superstars. He played with these guys, but he was a big role with these people. Like Marcus Smart played with some big people too, but he was without him, they wasn't gonna make it that far. 3 all defensive teams. I mean, come on, let's really talk about it. First all defensive teams, 9 times in the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals appearing just like you. I mean, come on, let's talk about it, Trae Young. And this you gotta go, Trae Young. I swear to God, Trae Young, you got one more. Yo. If you don't make the Eastern Conference Final this year, you done. No, you got no Bucks no more, no Celtics no more, no Pacers. That's my on the spot. That's my rant for on the spot. That's it. You go ahead, Lee.
No, he can't go ahead. No, wait, no.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm gonna say
No. First of all, I don't like Malik. I got more problem with Malik. I saw Malik shaking his head when this guy was going crazy like that. No. You're not gonna see. I can't let Malik go because we have Hawks fans that might look at this and are gonna stare at me, and there's a whole Atlanta jersey behind me, and I'm quiet while you're going crazy on my point guard. I can't let that happen.
Well, let me say one thing before you go. Excuse me. This is obviously a rant. Just saying, backing up my boy Pat Bev. All I'm saying is be humble. If we're being serious, just be humble. You have made a mark in this league as a passer, but you are not good enough to get on the pod and talk how you talk. You're shooting terrible percentage basically your whole entire career, and you're in the East. That's my rant. I do like you as a player. I like you as I play with you in 2K, buddy. You're cool. I like you as a person too. I seen you speak on different podcasts. I like you, bro. No disrespect to you, but as a player on the court, learn some respect, bro. Pat Bev is you know what I'm saying?
You gotta respect no fucking. Yo, fuck both of y'all. You don't gotta respect no fucking Pat Bev. Yo, and you said Pat Bev, you were invited to this podcast? Boy, you not invited to this podcast until the Atlanta jersey go away. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Pat Bev and all. But with that being said, bro, like you're not gonna disrespect Trae saying he ain't do nothing. That's an assist leader every single year. That's an all-star every single year. Talk about Trae Young ain't make it to the playoffs.
All-star every year.
Shit. Name a player that Trae Young has played with.
You say he's an all-star every year?
Basically, all-star level, caliber type of player every year.
Like Jamal Murray?
No.
I mean, a lot of players.
Jamal
Murray's all-star level too.
Jamal Murray's not an all-star level. I'm sorry that Trae Young doesn't play for the Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers. So coaches hate on him.
Our coaches hate on him.
Coaches don't hate on Pat Bev. They do.
Everybody hate Pat Bev, but he still got 3 all defensive.
And he don't got a job. He doing the exact same thing we doing.
So now we're knocking the black man while he down. Y'all know. Nah, more. Because he don't got it out. Because he ain't got no job.
Listen, I'm not even gonna say much. Because I don't gotta defend Trae Young. Like he said, the stat. Look at his stats and then look at Pat Bev's stats. Like we don't really need to talk. We don't really need to talk much.
Okay,
listen.
Well, if we're gonna do that, let's do that. Because now every time, let's just compare stats and stats. Because he's a Trae Young, what are we doing? He's a defender. What do you want him to do? Go drop 40 points and he's a defensive player. Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis are 2 totally different stats, but both won't make the top 75 player because they're on the court for 2 different reasons. Ben Wallace gonna get you 8 and 8, but he's going to be the defensive. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Like Trae Young, like he can't even talk to him, bro. Like you can't talk no fucking Trae Young. You see where Trae was sitting at and where Pat Bev was sitting at? Like Trae, like his lighting was like perfectly on his face and all that. Pause if needed. Like Trae really do this, and that's why he get like he get what he get. Like you know what I'm saying? He get the All-Stars,
See,
he gets the 40-point game and 15 assists in game 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals until a referee steps on his foot and try to hold Atlanta. Atlanta sports would have been wanting to
see what he did.
and Malik, and Malik is real weird for this. And the reason why I'm calling out Malik is because if Atlanta Hawks, yeah, you're weird. Because if the Atlanta Hawks won a championship today, that boy Malik would be right next to me in that parade.
What's the jersey on in the hat?
He would be right next to me in that parade. So y'all better respect some Trae Young. Because he be on stage for getting parade in Atlanta.
Remember Malik? You know, in the group chat, how Reed was talking. We don't gotta talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. For him to say that, and for him to come up here and say, look at the stats. What else he say? Look at the lighting on the pod. No, I brought you real facts, and you gonna come up here and talk about the light. No. And let's also bring real facts. Rita, I want you to go look at right now, right? Go compare Pat Bev percentages to Trae Young percentages. One's an offensive player and one's a defensive player.
One shoots 3 shots a night. One shoots 18 shots a night, bro. Like,
what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
So like that's like saying if I go to a gym, I go to a basketball court, and then some girl says, "Oh, let me get a shot," and she like does this, and that shit go in, and I shoot. She has a better percentage than me. Oh, she a better 3-point shooter. She a better shooter now.
So now let's do per 35. We can do all of those things. Cause I did all my homework.
You want to look at Pat Bev's per 36 numbers? Do you really want to do that? I'm scared.
I'm saying if
I'm just a single digits, bro.
I looked at these things. When we look at every event,
I know we was getting terrified looking at them shits.
I wasn't, because not talking about you, but about Trae Young. I'm a true student of the game. I understand that it's multiple positions on the court. Why? Because when I played basketball, I was in a role like Draymond Green. I was a defender. I was gonna get charges. I meant as much to the team as much as the number one player on the team did. No cap. 24 points a night. He wasn't gonna get that 24 points a night without me getting stops on defense, because he ain't play no defense. I was the lead on the defensive team. So that's what I'm saying. They're two totally different pies. What are we doing here? Offense, defense. We're arguing for no reason. But Trae Young, I want you to humble yourself because you didn't do nothing. Pat Bev has
more than Pat Bev though. He didn't do shit, bro.
About the last, I think, 8 teams he been on went to the playoffs, and teams that well, let me tell you, teams that wasn't in the playoffs previous years has went to the playoffs as well and won in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. T-Wolves wasn't in the playoffs. They won. The Bulls was in the playoffs. I don't think they was in the playoffs, something like that, but they came back and won. I mean, come on. Let's talk about it. He's a culture changer. The proof was in the pudding.
Yo, who's that? Yo, who's that guy? Someone help me out. Who's that guy that was played for the Warriors? Then he played for the Lakers. Then he played for another team, and he won a championship all 3 years. Oh shit! I guess he a culture changer too. Where he go?
That's what I'm saying. He was in a group chat talking crazy. One day when we get big, I'm gonna link the messages, and you're gonna see what he was saying, and then he gonna come in here and be like, "Yo, he's talking about the end of bench guys comparing them to Pat Bev." No,
you can read them.
Listen, I gotta go. Trae Young, you're trash. I hate all of y'all. That stuff wouldn't end it though, right?
Yeah, that was pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie. I want to give you a little clip. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead, Malik.
All right, I'm gonna read some accolades off of y'all. So, all right, 7-time All-Star, 4-time All-Defense, 2-time champion, 2-time leading scorer, 3-time DPOY, 5-time All-League, and 4-time MVP. What do y'all think this is? So the MJ.
Giannis?
I'm about to say
MJ of the WNBA.
Oh, my
talk. Talk your talk.
He's from NBA.
That's why I said all league instead of all NBA or all WNBA.
Okay.
Talk your talk.
Bro, she's only been in the league for 8 years, dog. And for her to put up this type of resume, she's not in the only getting started phase, but she's like now hitting her prime. Bam. You need to be learning from her. from her post moves, from the way she plays the game, from whatever you can get. Stop talking about the do-rag, stop talking about the shorts, and get in the lab with her because she's a 4-time MVP of her league. She generational. 8 years in only. I don't even watch.
He's close. I didn't watch WNBA at that time, so that's not a reader. But
Maya Morris, Maya Moore is Maya Moore.
What?
No. I still got Maya Moore as the LeBron of the league, but Asia's definitely the MJ.
She get nerfed.
Yeah, the MJ right now. But that's all I wanted to say. Shout out to Asia Wilson.
No, shout out to Asia Wilson because when I first watched, I got into WNBA 3 years ago, only because of betting. I'm not gonna lie, but I literally was like, yo, I looked at Atlanta Train. I was like, okay, they got a little Atlanta team. Let me see who's on the team. Started watching some of the clips. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna support this team. I found out who Asia Wilson was. I watched her clips. I said, yeah, I'm a Vegas fan. They're the only team that brings me happiness, even with them losing today. I appreciate you so much. I will always support you. I will always support you because you don't do me no wrong.
Yeah,
I could just smell
the game. She changed the game.
She's so good.
I think she's gonna be up there with Maya Moore. I think Asia Wilson changed the game for sure, but I think we all know who's gonna be the staple in the league. Who's gonna be the MJ? Who's gonna be the Kareem? We all know who that's gonna be, right?
That's for the guards, though. Like I feel like that.
Oh no,
guards more appealing. I feel like turtle. I feel like guards just be more appealing. Buying a lot. She's so nice. But hey, Asia, bro, 4-time MVP.
Yeah, shout out. Let's give her love.
How many deep why? Is it 3?
4.
Is there 3?
3?
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. It's 4
DPOYs? I can't. I might be. I can't. That should have been gold. That should have been gold.
Is she gonna? The only question I ask is, she gonna start getting like the LeBron Jokic fatigue?
And
I don't know Jokic fatigue. No, you think it's just MVP?
This year was the
fatigue. She still wanted
because she got co with Elena Smith. She shouldn't have got co with her. She should have just won it, flat out.
No, I'm saying the MVP award.
Oh, MVP. No, because no, I don't think so. The only person that would be close to her would be Fee. So it's just gonna be neck and neck every year because the WNBA. I'm not gonna say they don't love the game of basketball, but they don't respect Alyssa Thomas enough to put her because Alyssa Thomas is literally Jokic without the shot.
They were doubling the closeout game,
but she literally Jokic without the shot, but 10 times the defender, and they don't respect her at all. So with that being said, it's gonna be Fee or Asia every year, so I don't think they can for real.
Alyssa should have won
2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And then she lost it. I mean, Asia's gonna keep. I mean, if Asia keeps on averaging 25, 10, and whatever, she's gonna keep on winning that shit. I mean, Fee was gonna win it. Fee was supposed to win this year, and then she got injured. And in the minute she got injured, that's when the Aces went on their little 21 game win streak. It was over. It's over. It was over. Yeah, Fee. Just Fee.
She remind me, like, yo, do people understand that if Maya Moore wouldn't have retired the year she did, they would have still got Fee, and it would have been her and Fee and Simone Augustus on the same team? Do they not know that Maya Moore won 4 out of, I think, 6 or 8 championships in that span, bro? They would have ran the league for years, literally. That'd have been insane.
Yeah, shout out to women basketball. That's just not crazy. This is not the one pod we will ever disrespect women basketball. Shout out to women basketball. And we are going to end the episode here. I think at the start of the episode, I said that we were going to rank most watchable teams. We are going to save that until the next episode just because we need preseason content. Preseason doesn't even start until 2 weeks from now, just to be bluntly honest. And I'm excited to talk about that. You know, that's just going to be all opinions, and we're just going to, like, go off of on who you want to watch. But it'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Can I say one thing before we leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want the people out there in Atlanta to understand when we get bigger, y'all number one fan, y'all lost 0-30 0-30 day, and he immediately put on that jersey that y'all see right there. Immediately. He didn't hesitate. He immediately, what up, Queso? What kind of jersey is that, buddy? Why does he have that jersey? You know what I'm saying? As soon as 0-24, he immediately, I'm changing it. So keep that. When y'all won the Super Bowl in 2099, make sure he's not in that parade for sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but like I'm going to be in that parade because Lamar Jackson. I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. That's what I said. I never said I.
Tomorrow. Why you wearing the knee?
I'm just supporting them for tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
And not only that, like Atlanta sports owes me. Y'all literally owe me. I literally in 2016 when y'all lost, the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. I betted everyone in my high school class, bro. I'm still in debt, and I emotionally I dead cry. I'm a senior in high school. I'm crying like a pussy. I'm crying.
That was a beautiful
I'm
day
dead
in life.
crying because like I my emotions were so high. I was so happy.
28-3.
I literally stopped watching football. I'm literally still I have to learn new players to this day. I used to be a football head. I used to not even watch basketball like that. I was a football head, but they ruined my life. So now I'm here. So shout out to Lamar Jackson, my Michael Vick. You feel what I'm saying? Michael Pettit.
Shout out to my Eagles. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the audio platform. Yada yada yada. Bye.